It's time to start the only way we know how, with the warm-up. Brought to you from our friends at Brick & Barrel. With a wonderful family atmosphere, Brick & Barrel has a beautiful beer garden and is just the place to take in a game or celebrate after. Brick & Barrel, 155 Joyner Parkway in Lincoln. The way you warm up is the way you perform. So to be the best, you gotta warm up with the best. So warm up with us as we sit down with a member of the Potters coaching staff to talk all things Potters. It's time to get loose and warm up right here on Stone's Radio Networks.
Well, it's a Friday night on the warm-up. That means it's the JP Show. John Peters, the manager of your Potters. JP, welcome up here.
Thank you guys again.
Oh, you got it, buddy. Listen, last time I talked to you, I gave you credit for beating Healdsburg and everything, and I don't want to, start a trend here, but I've got to give you another congratulations because Wednesday when we were out here, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, it wasn't a very good game the Potters played, and it's easy to get, I think it would be easy to get down after a game like that. You go right back to Walnut Creek yesterday, you kind of need one, and kind of need to wake up, and you snapped out of it, and you put a good pounding on them.
Yeah, no, 100%. The boys responded well. It's tough. Baseball's a tricky game.
It is a very tricky game.
It's tough. You get bases loaded, nobody out. Wasn't too excited about the at-bats we had, but it's a new day. It's a new day. Go get after it. So I was happy they came back. And
now, let me ask you, JP, it's late in the season. I know everybody's been around a long time. It's hot out here and stuff. Do you sometimes have to, a guy is frustrated. Do you sometimes have to take a step back, when you want to kind of say something? You go, no, guys get frustrated, and you've been around a long enough time with these kind of kids. You know that sometimes it's better just to leave them alone.
I think it's still an opportunity to work through something, right?
Yeah.
They can feel like they're on an island if you don't, so I think there's still coaching that occurs and, maybe handling the failure a little bit better or how to break out of it, right? If you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, I don't think you're going to find much success. If you're hitting the ball hard and it's going at guys, then, leave them alone. Let it go, you know. But if we're not taking good at-bats and we're not making adjustments, I think it's time to step in and talk a little bit more about how we get back on track and let it go, let them work out of it. It is a long season.
Yeah, long season. And, in years gone by, we've had teams that, you can tell when one guy starts hitting, everybody kind of jumps on the bandwagon. Is this team like that this year?
It's contagious. It's 100% contagious. And I think any team like that, any team is like that, right? I think you fall into a pattern, lazy at bat after lazy at bat, and it just, you look up and it's the 6th, 7th inning, and then they're like, oh, we got to turn it on. Sometimes it's too late, and, it was too late.
Well, I mentioned in the open that you guys have won your last 3 series. 2 out of 3 against the Prune Packers and then the Mudcats and also the Crawdads, which is very impressive. And I also said that you would like to see the team maintain that level of play in these last 3 games. How do you make sure that happens?
I think it's more of an expectation, right? Against anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. The expectation is we want to go out and win. You're not going to. You're not going to win every game, right? So it's taking your wins and losses and moving on from it. You can't let yesterday affect today because there's just so many games to play in a row, right? You got to be able to move on, but the expectation is to go out and win.
And is that something that really summer helps kids with? Because I know in college you play the weekend.
Yeah.
But out here you're playing 5 or 6 games a week, and it's a little different. You really got to let it go and move on to the next day.
It can go one way or the other, right? Yeah. You can keep going up the hill or just keep falling off of it, right? So that's what we talked about, where they can be on an island sometimes, and it does get frustrating because one bad game turns into a bad week, and so you gotta kind of make some adjustments, or it'll catch up to you pretty quickly. But they do a really good job. Guys find a way, and it's been a good year.
Yeah, I know we'll talk about a couple of different guys who have come up. We talked about it last time. It seems to be a new guy every time, but we don't often have a guy who hits 2 Grand Slams in 1 week on the Potters. We talked about Ruben's Grand Slam last week, and now he comes up with another one yesterday.
Yeah. He obliterated that ball. That ball was hit a long way.
Well, I know the first one he hit against the Crawdads. You could tell the bat flip. That was out over the center field batter's eye or whatever it was. So where did this one go?
This one was more line drive. But you could tell it was hit hard and it was going a long way. So it was he smoked the ball left center and it just. It had a lot behind it.
It's nice because you see, watching him play, we've seen guys over the last 6 summers, and sometimes you see a guy and you go, well, he's not quite there yet, but when he's there, he's going to be really scary. And Ruben was that kind of guy when he first got here, I thought.
Yeah, no, 100%. He had a lot of trouble with the breaking ball early on. That was, Marge has done a really good job with a lot of these guys. Him, Patrick Herrera, seeing a lot of some of them didn't play as much, at their schools or whatnot,
Right.
or were fighting for extra at bats, and some guys played a little bit, struggled, and then they get here and they're trying to work on things, and those two guys 100% have done a really good job with putting in the work and reaping some of those rewards.
Well,
100%.
congratulations. Potters clinched a playoff spot last night. You'll be doing
awesome.
the playoffs next week. JP, congratulations on your first
Appreciate
year.
you.
Really
Yep.
great talking to you all season long.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, my friend. We'll be back right after this word on the Stones Radio Networks.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats, fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
And a balk in this inning. And we're still not done. 3-3, Potters and Marshalls. Mateo Lake for his first at bat. Coming in for Mason Holt. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball's hit deep to right field. That ball is gone! A home run, Mateo Lake. The Potters. A big home run by Mateo Lake, a 3-run shot. The Potters. 2 balls, no strikes on Brando. Just getting started here. Good crowd out here. Entertained by a national anthem rendition that was tremendous. And here's the 2-0. Hit high to left field. Look up, look up, look out. That's out of here. Jason Brando about 50 feet over the fence in left field. And the Potters are on the board early. They didn't wait 6 2/3 for this one. A 2-run home run by Jason Brando. DH today for the Potters. Line drive left center field, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to get to that one. It'll go all the way to the fence, and it is out of here. That's out of here. A grand slam home run by Brandon Motherall on a line drive that just kept on going, and that makes it 19-2 and a fine, fine line drive by Brandon Motherall. By Dimitri Perry, and here is Johnson. Right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Panlick rounds third. The throw's going to come into the plate. It is applied. The tag applied, and he is safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. Not agreeing with that is Andrew Sloan, who thought he had the tag and thought the runner did not tag home plate, but he is called safe at the plate, so it's an RBI. Still looking for the first hit, their first hit, the Potters, with 2 outs here in the second. Here's the pitch. Hit well to left center field, and I mean really well. Davis goes back, looks up, forget about that one. Welcome to Lincoln, Andrew Sloan, a home run for Andrew Sloan. And that went to that left center field where all the home runs are going, and I saw that one clearly, and that one was out of here. So Andrew Sloan making a lot of new friends here in Lincoln, California. The pitch. Motherall hits it high and deep to right field. Going back is Cook. He looks up, and it is gone. Brandon Motherall is making this a habit. A 3-run home run, and the Potters grab a 4-2 lead. That's at first Lazard and at third Gutierrez. 1-0. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside the first base line over the first baseman's head. 1 run scores. Lazard rounding third. Ball's in the corner. Isaiah says, I'm going for it. The throw comes in. It's going to be held up. That's a triple for Reese Raggett's 2-run scorer, and the Potters lead this one 6-2.
Coming up, Potters Baseball on Stones Radio Networks. Here's a quick look back at Potter seasons past.
3. Hit high, hit deep, hit out of the park. If it's fair, it is fair. Forget about that one. Justin Olson got a hold of another one, and nobody gets a hold of him like Justin Olson. 2-run home run Potters lead this one 5-3. Second home run for Justin Olson. 8 runs batted in now, and no doubt about there was doubt about that one. Would it go foul before it left the Earth's gravity? 1 ball and no strikes. Now, I'm sure the Potters fans will say, well, wait a minute, what about that breaking ball that should have been a strike? That was hit sharply down the third baseline. Backhand by Furry. He has to pick it up and throw it on a hop to first. I think he got him. He did. What a play by Trey Furry behind third base, almost on the outfield grass. Kind of bobbled it, had to get it back, threw it on a hop across the diamond. Justin Olson scoops it up comfortably over the fence out there. Here's the 3-1 on Olson. Swings it, hits it high and deep to right field. That's not 5 feet over. That's not 10 feet. That's way out of here. Justin Olson, number 3, and the Potters have tied it up at 1. You could kind of feel it coming watching Justin take that first pitch or so, and he really got a hold of that one. 3 home runs now and 9 RBIs, and this game is tied 1-1.
And Ryan Sturgeon warming up for the Potters, and there is a shot by Drew Stahl. That is out of here. Drew Stahl with a big shot right over the right field wall. Got out of here in a hurry, but that just put the Potters on top, 9-1.
Nothing. Hit that one up in the air to left field. Going back is Allen. Still going back. He runs out of room. That ball's out of here. Peyton Brennan did it again. So, I don't know. Again, it's Texas, so you don't really know. That's hit out to center field, short center field. Jansen's coming in. He falls down, gets up, makes the catch. And then he's going to throw. It's going to come to third. Chamiso cuts it off. The tag is applied, and I think they got him at third base. They did. And I do believe the run is scored. We'll double check and make sure. High fly ball right field. Going back. Forget about it. A pinch hit home run for Luke Lavin. Fourth Potters home run of the game. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gaston comes down the line at the third. That's hit sharply down the line at third. What a play by Furry. Gets up, throws it across the diamond on a hop to first. What a play by Trey Furry. The runner could not advance. Off first a little bit. Here's the 1-1. Line drive left field. Garrity's going back. He's still going back. Reaches up. And he can't. He got it. The throw comes in. First base relay. Double play. Garrity with an unbelievable catch that no one, including me, thought he caught because he was flying away. He jumps up, sticks the ball up in the air, gets it into the second baseman, Auden, who throws to first for the double play.
Potters fans, Potter up.
Hello and welcome to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California for another exciting night of Lincoln Potters baseball. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe, along with my partner, the great Stones McCoy and Engineer Riley. And tonight, the Potters return to the Bean for the opener of a season-ending 3-game CCL series against the Bay Area Admirals. The Potters clinched the third and final playoff spot in the CCL North last night with a 12-4 win at Solano, while the Admirals were beating the Sonoma Stompers 9-8. Lincoln piled up 14 hits against the Mudcats, including Ruben Church's second grand slam of the week and a solo shot from Big Ben Higdon. Potters have won 3 straight series in CCL play. Manager John Peters would really like his team to maintain that level of play in these final 3 games. It's time to gear up for the playoffs, and it all starts with our first pitch right after this short break on the Stones Radio Networks.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PPAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
And we are ready to go on a Star Wars night and a fireworks night out here from McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. The Potters against the Bay Area Admirals on this very nice Friday night. Mark the Phantom Low here with you, Engineer Riley to my left. And we are going to bring you a Star Wars night. Already started off great. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars characters out here. I didn't recognize a lot of them. I had to bring Riley in because evidently, Riley, can you put on can you get ready? Can you put yourself on here? Riley,
I sure is.
Star Wars, you know, I need you to help me out here because Star Wars is my jam, obviously, from when my younger days. But I'm the early Star Wars, and some of these guys today, where do these guys come from?
So most of these guys are from episodes 7 to 9. They were ones that were made after 6 came around. They were like way later.
Okay, so who do we have down there?
So we had Rey. I forget her last name.
Rey. Okay, I know Rey.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Luke's.
Okay, let's
daughter,
don't get into the
right?
backstory. Just give me the names.
Okay. So there was that. There was a Tusken Raider from Tatooine.
And that's the one that was in all the flowing robes and everything?
Yeah, the one with the really
staff.
big staff.
Okay,
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
So then there were 2 scout troopers they're just clone troopers.
Okay, just regular stormtrooper kind of guys with the white outfits?
Yeah.
Okay.
One was white, one was black. I don't know the difference. There was another just normal stormtrooper that was also white. And then I think there was I'm forgetting what they're called, but they're basically like generals over the stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know that one. With kind of look like, like an admiral.
They had a little cap on. And then there was one, they weren't down there, there was a Jedi somewhere in there. They were lurking.
So do you think the
us.
Jedi got here late, or did the Jedi want to just separate himself from the rest of the crowd because he's a Jedi?
I think he was trying to get away from the Empire sitting down there.
Riley the engineer, tremendous debut for you. Thank you, my friend. You can turn yourself off. Now we're ready to get to some baseball, but there you go. There's the rundown on Star Wars Day. And like we were saying, Riley and I off the air, as long as we have a lot of Star Wars characters, I don't care who they are really. I mean, I didn't know a lot of them, but I don't care who they are as long as we got a lot of them, and we certainly do. We've also got a lot of baseball for you here. Cooper Robinson on the mound for the Potters, 2-1 in the season, a 2.84 ERA, 20 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts, and just 2 walks. He's going to face the Admirals, and Garrett Santos is the first hitter, the second baseman. Hits that one a little looper over third base and reached up in a nice play over there by Austin Mendocini, the third baseman, and that is the first pitch, and that is the first out for the Admirals. And here's Benny Benchina, the next hitter, and we'll look at the defensive alignment for the Potters. Austin Mendocini, as we said, at third. Jack Tremiso, to Riley's gratitude, is at shortstop. Patrick Herrera at second. Luke Lavin over at first. Dominic Rodriguez in right. Alexander Johnson in center. Ben Higdon in left. Your DH today is Reuben Church, and Nolan Wilson is behind the plate for Cooper Robinson. That's your defensive alignment. That's a fastball right down the middle from Cooper. Started out the season fantastic. Then a couple of starts ago, he had to come out after 2 innings with a cut in his index finger. Came back in his last outing, wasn't as sharp as usual, and took the loss. But he's been one of the best pitchers for the Potters this year. There's a fly ball out to center field. Alex Johnson giving a little bit of ground, reaches up and makes the catch about 20 feet in front of the 380 sign out there. So Benchina hitting it pretty well, but flying out to center field for the second out, and that'll bring up Casey Tudorici. Casey at first base for the Admirals today, hitting at .270 with 4 runs batted in out of Brentwood, California. Left-handed hitter, third straight left-handed hitter against Cooper Robinson here on a very nice day for baseball. That's a fastball that's high and outside, 93. We got fireworks, we got Star Wars, we got a great crowd out here. We talked to Matt Lundgren, the president, GM, owner, whatever, before the game the other day, and the crowd has just been amazing out here. Single-day crowd, sometimes a little bit bigger in the past summers, but for a consistent crowd out here, this has been the best summer for the Lincoln Potters out here, and we thank the people of Lincoln and the surrounding area, Placer County, and even further away to drop by. That swung on and missed, 92 from Cooper, 1-2. Another good one out here tonight in anticipation of what is always a great Star Wars or fireworks show. And now with Star Wars pumping it up, it's only going to be better. 1-2, check swing. He did not go. It's 2-2 on Tudorici. Adam Inyard, the right fielder, to follow. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Tudorici. Potters have clinched the spot in the playoffs. That's fouled out of play. They won yesterday at Solano, 12-4. And the Admirals did us a favor. They beat the Sonoma Stompers 9-8, which means the Potters can do no worse than tie the Stompers at the end of the season, and they hold the tiebreaker over them, having beat them 4 out of 7 this season. So they are in that 3rd spot. That's fouled out of play again, so it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. What that means is the Potters will be on the road next Tuesday at the home of the 2nd place team, which right now is the Healdsburg Prune Packers. So the Crawdads lead them by a half game. 2-2 pitch just misses outside, 3-2. 2 outs here, top of the first. First of 3 with the Bay Area Admirals. They're an affiliate of the CCL, so they're a member, but they're not a member yet officially. That's a fastball. That's a beautiful-looking pitch, but it's outside for a ball, and Robinson gives up just his 3rd base on balls this season, and Tudorici goes down to first base. Adam Inyard coming to the plate. Right-handed hitter. Right fielder, we've seen him on the mound against the Admirals already this season. And he is in right field today. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed Cooper Robinson. Adam hitting at .308. He has 3 runs batted in, no home runs. Just settling in here as we have a big line in 2 different places, and there goes the runner, and he is about the easiest stolen base I've seen in a long time. He is, they say, cruised into second base with a stolen base. I believe Robinson forgot he walked a guy. And you don't want to do that. Having a big line down there, Riley, at your favorite place, Fat Cat. Just a huge line down there at Fat Cat to get dogs, and a huge line over the Brick and Barrel backyard as well. So that's it right out to second base. Herrera backed up a little, picks it up, throws to first, and that's the end of the inning. So just to walk, nothing else. Admirals don't score. We go to the bottom of the first. Admirals nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the first, no scores so far in this one. Potters will send up Zach Chamiso, Ruben Church, and Ben Higdon against Colton Trudeau, the pitcher for the Admirals, the right-hander taking his warm-up tosses. We almost had a calamity out here as Piper traditionally shows up in the middle of the first inning, and we looked out. There was no Piper. There was rumors that Piper had been injured. There was rumors that Piper was on strike. We didn't know what was going on. And then all of a sudden, at the end of that little break, here comes Piper from his customary spot by the first base dugout, and he is in action, and now he is walking behind home plate down there. So Piper is getting some assistance from Lindsay, the on-field coordinator, and Piper's just getting high fives and hanging out with the Star Wars people, and So good to see Piper out here. There was a little consternation amongst the throngs that Piper might not be in attendance, but he is here, and so is Zach Chamiso, the left-hand hitter out of Lincoln High School, who's going to start us off. 323, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Ladies, how are you? Nice to see you. Some ladies out down there right in front of us. Riley, want to see you do your work. You know, you're an engineering wizard. They come up here and they go, we don't want to see you. We want to see the guy with the machines over there. That's Riley. Hello, dear. How are you? Good to see you. That one is inside for a ball. On Zach Chamiso, 2-0 for Zach. 2 home runs, 17 batted in. Been in and out of the lineup lately. A lot of guys that JP is trying to mix and match. Here's the pitch. Inside again. And that is 3-0. And I didn't even mention, Riley, the Potters with their Star Wars jerseys. Did you get a good look at those Star Wars jerseys? Hey, I saw it online. Pretty sweet-looking stuff, my friend. It's got some creatures on the back. I really don't know. You'd have to see them yourself and identify them. Some Star Wars creatures. Here's the 3-0. That's high, ball 4. So Zach gets a base on balls to start us off, and Ruben Church, he of the Grand Slam, is coming to the plate. Ruben with 4 home runs, with 26 runs batted in, with a .304 batting average, and with a Grand Slam yesterday at Solano, with the Grand Slam last Saturday at Walnut Creek, coming up with the big flies lately for the Potters. Out of Maryville, Tennessee, and the University of Kentucky. As is the on-deck hitter of Big Ben Higdon. That is a fastball in there for a call strike at 88 from Colton Trudeau, who's from Livermore, California, according to my roster. Short lead by Chamiso at first. Here's the 0-1. Ruben swings and misses off-speed pitch. 0-2 on Ruben Church. Potters with the win last night against the Mudcats, 12-4. They won 2 out of 3 in 3 straight series. So taking 3 series, one from Healdsburg in the number 2 spot, one from the league-leading Crawdads, and then one from the Mudcats. 0-2 coming up to Church. Hit high in the air to right field and hit pretty well. Going back is Enyard, still going back, and reaches up and makes the catch right in front of the warning track. Thought it was carrying a little bit farther when Ruben hit it, but it kind of died out there. And Enyard turned himself around, but righted the ship and made the catch for the first out. And here's Ben Higdon. Ben also with a home run last night. Has 5 of them now, 19 runs batted in, 265 from Ben. Paducah, Kentucky, and University of Kentucky. And we have to start out by saying hi to Mom Julie, because she sent the Wildcats shirt for me, and I'm wearing it today. And I hope, Julie, you can check out the interview before the game, and you can see me sporting the Kentucky Wildcats jersey. There's a fly ball to right field as well. Enyard's going to come in on that one, and he makes a running catch in short right center field for the second out. So 2 quick flyouts to right field after Chamiso walks, and it brings up Patrick Herrera. Patrick at .320 on the season. Out of Mesa, Arizona, and also the University of Kentucky. So 3 straight Kentuckys in this inning for the Potters after Chamiso, who's committed to UC Riverside. Nolan Wilson, the catcher, on deck. Herrera at .320. Been in the cleanup spot for a couple of games now for the Potters. It's been on a tear with the bat. Here's Trudeau's pitch. That's a nice fastball in there at 87 for a strike. 0-1. Another short lead by Chamiso at first. We're in the bottom of the first inning. That is down low and outside for a ball. 1-1. The great Ray Garcia making his way up. Unofficial mayor of Lincoln. I had that position for several years, and I gladly handed it over to Ray some years ago. Breaking ball breaks outside, so it's 2-1 on Patrick Herrera. Nolan Wilson to follow. Then Luke Lavin batting 6th today, playing at first base. Dominic Rodriguez is the right fielder at 7th spot. Alexander Johnson, or Alex Johnson, is hitting 8th in center field. The 9th hitter is Austin Menacini, our 3rd baseman. That is down low and inside, so it's 3-1 on Patrick Herrera. Right-hander against the right-hander, Colton Trudeau. 3-1 pitch. Patrick takes outside, ball 4. So a couple walks, a couple of fly to right field for Trudeau here in the first inning. First and second, and here's Nolan Wilson, who's hitting .338. The catcher out of Roseville and University of Nevada. Pair of home runs, 21 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter stepping up here against Trudeau. Chamiso at second and Herrera over at first. After this pitch, we'll look at the defensive alignment for the Admirals, which I was supposed to do a long time ago, and I forgot. It's not Riley Spald, it's mine. Although it will be Riley Spald soon because his food just got here, so he'll be checked out for a while. That's outside, gets away, and going to second and third are Chamiso and Herrera. Let's look at the defense, Riley, quickly if we can. Kobe Rolling in left, Kirk Wolf in center, Adam Enyart over in right, Jack Grant is at third, Vinny Bianchina is at short, Garrett Santos at second, Casey Tortorici at first, Colton Trudeau on the mound, Riley Acosta behind the plate, and Miguel Ramos is the DH today for the Bay Area Admirals. Second and third now for Nolan Wilson, a chance to add to that RBI total of 21 coming in. That is a fastball inside and low, so it's 2-0. Luke Lavin on deck, playing at first base. The youngster from Laguna Beach, California. Done a lot of catching this summer and been very impressive doing that. He's headed off to Stanford in the fall, which is almost here. Wilson chops one down to third. That is a foul ball. Scooped up over there by Jack Grant, former Potter legend. Admirals with, I would call that a gray outfit with red sleeves there, red undershirt. Not bad. It's kind of an Admiral-looking color. Like I said last time they came in, I think that's Admiral Gray is what we're calling that. Definitely. Red hats, I like it. Potters in their Star Wars uniforms, which defy description. You just have to see them. You're going to be auctioning them off today. That's a big breaking ball outside. Little silent auction action. I might have to get in on the bidding for a couple of those. There's a lot of good Potters this year. I don't want to bid against Julie Higdon for Benz, though. I mean, she's going to probably jack up the price. Or Grandma's going to call in from Florida and say, I'll double whatever anybody says. That's a big chopper out towards shortstop. Bianchina has it. It's going to take him a while across the first. Nice throw by Vinny Bianchina. Got Nolan Wilson at first by a step. So Potters get 2 on. Can't bring him across. We go to the second. Potters nothing. Admirals nothing.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
A couple of things. First of all, we're in the top of the second, no score. Second, on the Potters jersey, Riley just informed me those are Ewoks, which I know Ewoks because that's from the Return. No, that's from the Empire. No, that's from Return of the Jedi. The third one in my group, but the sixth one overall, right, Riley? So there you go. And the second one, Dueling Dogs. Why can't I get a shirt with those dogs on it? I love those dogs. Those are fantastic. I love that. I love Dueling Dogs anyway. Reminder, the Dueling Dogs hitter will be coming up soon. If he strikes out, 50% off Dueling Dogs. over at the Brick and Barrel backyard, which is very well attended even right now. And like I said, I got to look out and see if Fat Cat still got that line snaking around the block for them. First pitch is a strike from Robinson to Kirk Wolf, the center fielder. Hitting at .216 out of Martinez, California. He's got a pair of home runs and 9 runs batted in this summer. He lines one out to second base over the head of the second baseman Herrera into right center field for a solid base hit. It's cut off out there by Rodriguez, and he gets it in quickly to Zach Chamiso. But it's a solid single for Wolf. First hit of the ball game for either team, and brings up Potter legend Jack Grant from Danville, California. Hitting at .208, he has a home run. He had it against the Potters the last time the Admirals were here. And he's driven in a half dozen runs. Riley Acosta will follow in the 7th spot. Then Kobe Rowling and Miguel Ramos, the 8 and 9 hitters for the Admirals. Here's Robinson to the plate. Grant takes outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Just saw a guy wearing the same shirt Jordan is wearing, the Potter shirt, and he does a little bit better job filling it out there, Jordan. You might want to go check that. I think it was a bodybuilder or something. That's a good-looking shirt, though. I like that shirt a lot. It's a good-looking shirt. Not as good as the Dueling Dog shirt that I... Well, okay, sorry, Riley. Okay. 1-0. That's a chopper foul down the third baseline. The only negative, I think, with Robinson, we saw it in the first inning, is he has a pretty big leg kick, even from the stretch. And I think if he's timed right, then we might see the Admirals take off as we see our first beer bat of the day, with the guy with the Potters hat on and a Potters Hawaiian shirt. Now that's a trifecta right there. That's well done. 1-1 coming up. Here's the pitch, and there goes the runner. It's a fastball inside. Nice throw by Wilson to second. The tag is applied, but he's in there. Very close at second base. Ball tailed a little bit toward the second base side, and Misa came over. And Herrera made the tag, actually, and I thought he might have got him on the foot, but he was already in there for the stolen base. So Wolf is at second now. A 2-ball, 1-strike count on Jack Grant. Wilson got rid of it fast and got it down there, but Wolf just a little bit too much of a lead, or too much of a jump, and he's safe at second base. Robinson did the fake to home and turned around, and he had the runner off the bag, but he had nobody to throw it to. And unless he is really lightning fast and can go back and tag him himself, which I've never seen, but I would love to see that once. He's not going to have any other recourse but to hold the ball. That's a line right back up the middle, off the glove of Robinson into center field for a base hit, rounding third and heading for home was Kurt Wolf. The throw was cut off, and he stops at third base. And rounding the bag, Jack Grant falls down and probably helped him out because he might have tried to go for second, and the ball was cut off by Luke Lavin. So first and third, nobody out. 2 hits in a row for the Admirals, and here's Riley Acosta out of Redondo, California. Just 2 for 6 on the season, so hasn't seen a lot of action for the Admirals. He is behind the plate for the Bay Area team today. First and third, nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Jack Grant continues to bedevil his former team. There's another base hit up the middle. Off the glove of Robinson, which I thought might have slowed it up enough that Wolf might have tried it, but with no outs, third base coach elects to hold him there. So Grant at first, let's see if he's on the move. That's a line drive over the second baseman's head into right center field, and Grant's going to make it to third as the run scores. The throw to third is high, and the tag is applied, and he is out. Oh, I think he's out, okay? That guy looked like he was in the Temptations. He was moving around like this, and he finally calls him out. Now, the run does score. It is an RBI single. Wolf did score. Grant is out at third on a fine throw out there from right field. Acosta gets a base hit, a run scores, and he picks up an RBI. But good job by the Potters to cut down Grant trying to get to third. Good tag over there by Menacini as well. There's the umpire. I apologize for the delay. He went into kind of a routine, and I couldn't tell exactly what he was doing out there. So more power to him. It's a nice summer day. Go ahead. Outside for a ball. So Acosta comes up with the base hit, and now we've got Kobe Rowling, who is today's Dueling Dogs batter. Speaking of Dueling Dogs, 50% off if he were to strike out in this or any other at bat tonight. Short lead at first by Acosta. Their throw over there, and he is caught flat-footed, but he was so close to the bag he didn't really have a problem getting back anyway. 1-0, and now we've got the Dueling Dogs soundtrack going on as we try to bark him into a strikeout. Fastball outside. 2-0 now on Kobe Rowling. Miguel Ramos, the designated hitter, is the number 9 hitter. He's on deck. Acosta leads at first base. 1 out here in the second, 1 run across. Fastball's high. 3-0. So Robinson hadn't walked anybody until his last outing. He walked 2 in that game, and he's walked 1 already tonight. And a 3-0 count on Kobe Rowling. The 3-0 pitch is a little bit high, ball 4. So first and second now brings up Miguel Ramos, the designated hitter. He is out of Vacaville, California, listed as a pitcher. Left-handed hitter, as Nolan Wilson's going to go out and talk to Cooper Robinson. And it's quite a lengthy conversation as the umpire agrees with me. He's going to go out and break things up. A single to start the inning by Wolf, then Grant singled. Wolf went to third. He scored on the single by Acosta. Grant was thrown out trying to take third on that single, and Kobe Rowling has just walked. So 1 out, 1 in, and 2 on, and Ramos the batter. Once again, turns around to second base and probably had the runner off, but nobody to throw it to. Ramos, the number 9 hitter, then Garrett Santos will be next. The leadoff hitter who popped up his last time up. Chimiso shadowing the runner. First pitch is in there for a call strike at 92 from Cooper Robinson. Early in the game, just 1 run in, so time for Cooper to shut it down right here. Out of Folsom, California, 6'4". That's fouled back to the screen. Good cut by Ramos, but fouled it right straight back, so it's 0-2 on the designated hitter for the Admirals. Look back at second base, 0-2 pitch. Outside, just missed the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 on Ramos. Runners lead from first and second. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt underneath Wilson all the way back to the screen. So, unfortunately, on Star Wars Day, the Force is not with us anymore because the runners are over at second and third now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's high for a ball, so now it's 3-2. Admirals at 12-20 on the season. So just a couple of games actually behind the Stompers, although the Admirals, as an affiliate team, don't count in the standings this season. Their games count as far as the records of the other teams, but they cannot make the playoffs. So they are 12-20. Here's the 3-2 to Ramos. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Big pitch right there for Cooper Robinson to come back and get the number 9 hitter. Second out of the inning. First strikeout for Cooper. And here's Garrett Santos, the second baseman, the leadoff hitter. Blooped out to third base his first time up. Comes out of Gilroy, California. Garrett comes in at 267. Has a home run, has driven in a dozen runs for the Admirals this summer. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Robinson. Still runners at second and third and 2 out here in the first. 1 run in for the Admirals. They lead it 1-0. 30 pitches for Cooper Robinson. That one's lined out into right center field, giving chase to center fielder Johnson, and he makes the catch in right center field. Good running catch by Johnson to help out his pitcher. 1 run, 3 hits. They left 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Potters trail at 1-0.
Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters' 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the Old Historic District. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the second inning, and the Piper race between innings, or between the top and bottom of the second, are getting done. Our final participant, who cannot be 3 years old, and she crosses the plate. Piper, I believe, and this may affect his status for the season ender on Sunday, Riley. I think he pulled an oblique or something out there as he was passed by a torrent of runners. There was about, I would say, considerably 600 little kids out there at one time. And I think that little girl was the contestant for smallest runner we've seen this season. And she came in last. I mean, I don't want to break it to her. I don't want to take her home and have her work out a little bit more. But she came in last, And I don't know what kind of parent you are. Maybe you use that as a learning experience. You didn't win, okay? Oh, but I tried my best. I don't care. You didn't win. Maybe you wait till they're 3 before you start that. I don't know. But that's the situation we had out here today. A very enjoyable race out there. And again, Piper with the pulled oblique. We'll check his status for Sunday season finale. 6:35 on Sunday if you don't have tickets. That is Fan Appreciation Day. That is a great day. Prizes are given out. Things happen. It's crazy. It's nutty. You want to come out and cap off this home season for the Potters in CCL play and non-CCL play as well. As I said many times and will continue to say, we thank the people of Lincoln and the surrounding area for coming out and supporting the Lincoln Potters in record numbers as you have this season, and another great crowd out here for fireworks and Star Wars night and everything. Here's Luke Labin. 283, 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Playing at first base for the Potters tonight. He's up here against Colton Trudeau, who works from the stretch, and his fastball is in the dirt for a ball 1-0. He walked 2 in the first inning, got a couple of flyouts and a ground out. Bianchino with a fine play at shortstop to end the inning on a ground ball by Nolan Wilson. 1-0 pitch sails outside at 85 from Trudeau, so it's 2-0. Dominic Rodriguez and Alex Johnson to follow. Alex with a nice running catch there to end the top of the second inning. 2-0 to Luke. That one is outside again, 3-0. Potters will take on the second-place team in the CCL, which right now is the Healdsburg Prune Packers, on the road next Tuesday. Now, the Prune Packers may not finish there, are a half game behind the Crawdads. 3-0 pitch inside corner, call strike. They're half game behind the Crawdads. The Crawdads have 3 left with the Sonoma Stompers tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. The Prune Packers with just 2 games on their schedule left against the Solano Mudcats on the road tonight. I think they're at home tomorrow. So still a chance they could pull it out. Outside, ball 4. I haven't thought about it. Let it go. I believe the Crawdads have the tiebreaker in that one, if there is a tie, so that is obviously in their favor. Dominic Rodriguez coming to the plate. 7 runs batted in on the summer, 185 batting average from the right fielder from Turlock, California. The Mudcats actually lead the Prune Packers 2-1 in the second inning of that one, and the Stompers are beating the Crawdads 2-0. So nothing is settled in the CCL North so far at the top, and that obviously will affect who the Potters travel to play on Tuesday. So here's Rodriguez, 1-0 on Dominic. Good lead by Lavin at first. Next pitch is chopped out towards shortstop. Bianchina pops over his head into left field for a base hit. That one took a weird hop on Vinny, and it almost knocked him down. He might have lost it in the sun. That happens a lot on big choppers out at shortstop. So it's a bad hop base hit for Rodriguez. Lavin's going to go to second base. And 2 on and nobody out for Alex Johnson. Big chopper, and big choppers are tough for infielders on the left side here until that sun goes down. And that might have hit the edge of something, too, because it looked like it took a weird hop on Vinny Bianchina. So here's Johnson, 6 for 18 on the summer, 3 runs batted in for the center fielder who just committed to Chico State. He shows bunt and pops it up right over the top of the screen. Almost, it's a lady over there, but she's okay. A lot of people, well, good thing we got throngs of people. What are they buying over there? Okay, that's just another concession stand over there. People are they're just massed everywhere today, Riley. It's just crazy. The grassy knoll has got a huge amount of people. The bounce houses are rocking. The Brick and Barrel backyard has got lines around the building. You think they were showing Barbie over there or something. Johnson takes a fastball. It's outside, 1-1. And yet I haven't seen enough beer bats today. I've only seen one by that gentleman who had the Potters hat and the Potters Hawaiian shirt, so he was all about the Potters. Got some Potters Star Wars jerseys in the crowd, too. Those are pretty nice from a past auction. Johnson hits one to left field, hits it well. Moving over is Rawling. He's not going to get it. It's over his head. Here comes Lavin. He'll score easily. Coming into third and holding there is Dominic Rodriguez. Thinking about sending Dominic Rodriguez as that one went over the head of Kobe Rolling in left field. It's an RBI double for Alex Johnson that ties the score at 1. Lavin scoring, going to third is Rodriguez. And the wave was going on to Rodriguez until very late, and they put the stop sign on, and I think it was a good idea that they did. I don't think he would have been successful. Here's Austin Menacini. Austin out of Vacaville, California, Folsom Lake College. He is 1 for 1 on the season with 1 RBI. So I don't know, he should have probably quit. That's what I would have done. But that's a different spirit these kids have today. Takes a fastball in there for a strike at 86. Playing at third base for the Potters. Slightly open stance from the right side. Top of the order, that's Zach Chamiso on deck. Potters have scored once. It's a tie game. Big breaking ball. Kind of moved out of the way. He moved his left shoulder out. Didn't move anything else. And it was sufficient to miss him. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 30 pitches already for Colton Trudeau. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing on a fastball at 86. 1-2. There's my guy. That's right, Riley. That's him. He's got to. You don't come back with a full beer bat and then come back again with a half full beer bat. Either it's gone or you get a new one. You don't come back halfway through. Just sit in your seat, drink your beer. Sorry. 1-2 pitch. popped out foul. I just, there's some decorum. I mean, obviously that guy is a tried and true Potters fan, so he can basically do what he wants, okay? I'm just trying to give him a little etiquette. Although, I mean, carrying your beer bat around is pretty cool anyway. Fans love a beer bat. 1-2. Rodriguez at third, Johnson at second. That fastball's outside. 2-2. These two teams meeting tomorrow at the home of the Admirals, which I'm not sure exactly where that is. So we'll do some research there. And then they're back here on Sunday, 6:35, as we said. Fan appreciation night. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside. Good take by Austin Menacini. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A word from my man on the ground. That's fouled back. Stones McCoy, the man on the ground who gives us all the information, is that the Fat Cat line is twice what it was before. Well, Hobby's not here tonight. I think he's back on Sunday, so Zach at .323, 2 home runs and 17 batted in. The Lincoln High product, the Lincoln High legend. Sierra College All-American, and it will be going to University of California at Riverside. And if Riley zooms in, well, doesn't zoom in because I'm watching the race again. Now I'm watching Zach Chamiso. If he zooms in from behind, you can see the Ewoks on Alex Johnson. You can see little Ewoks there. Very nice. Zach holds up on an inside fastball. That's 1-0. So that's Ray and the Tuscan Raider down there. I know what I'm talking about. I think the Raider needs a hot dog or something. Talk to Bill, see if we can get him one of those dogs with some onions and mustard. Chamiso takes down low, 2-0. That's my favorite. Now, Riley goes for the onions, but he goes for the ketchup. And I don't know. I just don't know. Sometimes there are people who don't raise their children right. And you shouldn't comment on the way people raise their children, but Riley, somebody needed to talk to you at an early age. Chamiso hits a high fly ball to left center field. Going back is Wolf. He's going to make the catch, tagging at third and scoring easily. The throw will come into third to try to get the runner tagging at second. He is safe. Rodriguez scores easily. Johnson moves up. It's a sacrifice fly for Chamiso. His 18th run batted in, and the Padres take a 2-1 lead. Staying at first base is Menacini, so the Padres now have first and third with 1 out. They have a 2-1 lead, and they have Ruben Church at the plate. Ruben hit a fly ball to right field back in the first inning that I thought was going pretty far, and it went far, but not as far as I thought. So my bad. 4 home runs, 2 of them grand slams, 26 runs batted in, which might give Ruben the team lead to do a lot more research. And I'm not into that right now because I'm watching the people. But I will do it in between innings. There goes the runner. The throw is not going to go to second base, and Mancini slides in. He's got himself a stolen base. So he has a base hit, a stolen base, and a run batted in so far in his Padres career. Again, maybe he should just sit the rest of the season out. I mean, yeah, it was 1,000. I was on the Padres, they had 1,000. Probably on the Hall of Fame. Pretty cool. Second and third, here's the pitch. Church takes inside. Evens the count at 1-1. Ben Higdon to follow. Both Ben Higdon and Ruben Church going to Kentucky, and both of them flied to right last time. Church grounds one down to the third. That's going to score a run. Nice play at third and throw to first, and the tag is made at first base. Grant with a good throw was pulled Todorici off the bag, and he made a fine tag on Ruben Church, who picks up the RBI as Alex Johnson scores the third Padres run of the inning. That's number 27 for Church. Going to second base is Menacini. So he's out there for Ben Higdon. Ben at 265 with 5 home runs, including one last night and a win over the Mudcats. That helped clinch the third spot in the playoffs for the Padres. Left-handed hitting Higdon waits. Inside and high with a fastball at 85 from Colton Trudeau. So sac fly from Chamiso, then a sacrifice ground out by or RBI ground out from Reuben Church, and the Potters have the 3-1 lead. Look out. That one's inside. And did that hit Ben? I think it might have. Nope, it didn't. He was looking in that disgusted way he gets when he gets hit by a pitch, but he was not hit by a pitch. He got away, and Mendocini is going to go over to third. Two-0 pitch coming up. High down the right field line. It's going to be, I think, out of play. It is. Right over by the Brick and Barrel backyard. So now 2-1 on Ben Higdon in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And Mendocini down at third base. The Potters with the 3-1 lead. That's hit sharply back first base. Nice play by Turtorici. He gives it to the pitcher covering, and he just barely gets Higdon at first base for the third out. So Potters score 3 times. We go to the top of the third. They lead it 3-1.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the third at McBean. Potters lead it 3-1. I didn't know if you're watching the Stones cam between innings, but we had a guy, only the second person in the history of the contest, who hit all 4 of his axes right on the target right there. And that was pretty good stuff. Willie thought it was the first, but I really believe that someone else has done it already. So the second person all season to do that, wearing an old school Potters jersey. Tremendous performance down there by the Potters crowd. And we go to the third inning. Vinny Bianchina is going to start us off. Casey Turtorici and then Adam Inyard. Cooper Robinson on the hill for the Potters. His first pitch is in there, off speed at 82. 0-1 on Vinny, who flied to center. Hit the ball pretty well and flied to center his first time up back in the first inning. Hits that one to left field. Coming in and moving over is Ben Higdon. He can't see it. It's over his head and going all the way to the fence, and Bianchina is going to come into second base with a double. Don't know if he misjudged it or just never saw it because he moved over like he had it, and at the last moment it was over his head. So that is a Sun-aided double, but a double nonetheless. Fourth hit for the Admirals, and the Casey Turtorici, who walked his first time up, comes up to the plate. Stones McCoy giving me the reports from the ground. 32 people in line over at Fat Cat. You got to do that thing where you go. Stones has got to do the thing where he goes to the people and starts talking to them in line. Give him a wireless mic, send him down there. Make him work for his living. Come on, he doesn't do anything. Fastball's high. Fat Cat is tremendous, I will say, and I know Riley agrees with me. It is tremendous. Whether you put the ketchup on or the mustard, doesn't matter. It's still tremendous. He's got a variety of the brats. He's got the dogs. He's got it all going on over there. Ice cream sandwiches, all kinds of stuff. In the dirt for a ball, knocked down by Nolan Wilson. We do see some burgers coming in from the first base side, though. Maybe 32 people are too many. Now, 32 people in line at Brick and Barrel is just like standard. That's what you got to do to get down there. Get a delicious beverage from the Brick and Barrel backyard. You can sit down. You can watch in the garden area there. We got the game on TV right for you. You don't have to even turn around. Just watch the TV screen, sip your beer, check swing inside. And it is no swing from the third base umpire. It seems like an honest sort, so I'm going to go with that. 3-0. Star Wars night, fireworks night, penultimate home game, the final on Sunday, Fan Appreciation Day out here at McBean. Another tremendous summer of Potters baseball. Here comes the 3-0. Turturici waits. Hits one high to right field. Moving back is Rodriguez. Going back to the fence. He seems to have room. He has room. Makes the catch. The tag is made at second. And Bianchina's going to get into third with no problem. So a well-hit ball by Turturici, but he is out number one here. And the runner moves up to third, so he's at third, 90 feet away. With one out, Adam Enyart to the plate. He grounded out to second his first time up. So he is 0 for 1. 308 on the summer for Adam. It's playing right field today, also listed as a pitcher, and has pitched for the Admirals against the Potters this season. Right-handed hitter steps in against Robinson. From the stretch with the runner at third. In the dirt goes under the legs of Wilson, but the runner very cleverly, I think Bianchina knows that usually when it goes back to the backstop here, it bounces right back. There's not a lot of room here, and he chose to stay at third base. If it goes to one side or the other, you have a good chance, but if it goes straight back, it's better to beware, runner beware, and that's what he does. So he is safe to try another time. It's 1-0 on Enyart. Adam followed by Kirk Wolf in the Admirals lineup here tonight. That's chopped out towards second. That'll bring the run in as Herrera's going to go to first to get Enyart. So he's going to get himself an RBI and his second ground out to second base as Bianchina scores. It's 3-2 now with 2 outs here in the third. And that brings up Kirk Wolf. Singled and scored back in the second, Kirk Wolf. 216 coming in, pair of home runs. 9 batted in for Kirk. Hailing from Martinez, California. Takes an outside fastball. 1-0 on Wolf. 2 outs here, top of the third. Haven't seen our Star Wars guys in a while, Riley. They must be getting besieged by autograph seekers. That is high for a ball, 2-0. 2-0 on Kirk Wolf. 1 in, nobody on for the Admirals here in the third. Popped up right side, giving chase the first baseman, that is Lavin. And he makes the catch in foul territory for the third out. 1 run on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters 3, Admirals 2.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori with Frey & Associates Real Estate has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori. And she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for
you. Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at RC Willey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the third, action-packed game so far. Potters lead at 3-2. Colton Trudeau on the mound still for the Admirals. He will face Patrick Herrera, Nolan Wilson, and Luke Lavin of the Lincoln Potters. Potters scored 3 times in the second. The Admirals have scored once in the second and once in the third. We're seeing more of those Star Wars jerseys now. They look pretty good. Very, very good. Not like tonight's Star Wars jerseys. These are the blue, the dark colors. Tonight's has got the Ewoks on them. That's the feature on these. Herrera takes high and inside, almost hit him. 1 ball and no strikes. Patrick got a walk his first time up. He comes in hitting .320 with 4 home runs and a dozen runs batted in. Takes that one down low for a ball. Out of Mesa, Arizona, University of Kentucky, Patrick Herrera. Been a real leader at the plate the last couple of weeks for the Potters. Really been hot with the stick. 3-0 now on Patrick. See our first shaved ice. And again, Riley, I marvel at the size of those things, and that's probably a medium. Ball 4, an easy walk for Herrera. He goes down to first. 5th walk given up by Colton Trudeau, and that'll bring up Nolan Wilson, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. So Nolan is 0 for 1 in this one, sporting a very gaudy .338 average coming in. The catcher out of Roseville, California, pair of home runs, 21 runs batted in. Ricci's going to come in and talk to Colton Trudeau. Pass along his wisdom as Wilson steps to the plate. Nolan also been swinging a hot bat lately. Herrera, Wilson, Church, Higdon, all of them have been really swinging a hot bat lately. Pitch on the way. That's lined to right field. It's going to stay up, I think, and it does stay up for Adam Enyard out there. So Wilson hit it on the nose, but hit it right at Enyard in right field. That's out number 1 here in the third and brings up Luke Lavin. Left-hand hitting first baseman. Walked his first time up. 6'4" Luke Lavin, usually a catcher from Laguna Beach, California. Steps in from the left side against Trudeau with Dominic Rodriguez on deck. Lavin takes outside. Took something off that one at 74 to Trudeau. 1 ball and no strikes to Luke. Umpire turned around, and I think he was looking at Riley. Made some sort of gesture. So, I mean, we all do that with Riley, so it's okay. Probably wasn't. I didn't mean anything. Luke takes in the dirt, gets away, picked up by the catcher, throw to second base. Is not going to be in time. Alert base running by Patrick Herrera. That one didn't get away from Acosta too far. Riley picked it up and gunned it down to second, but not in time. And Herrera now at second base with 1 out. Having a word with Vinny Bianchina down there. (2-0) on Luke Lavin, so he's going to look for something he can drive here now with a runner in scoring position. Another Potters Hawaiian shirt. Those are so popular, Riley. I don't know why you don't have one. Luke pops it up left center field. Going back is Rawling in left field. He's going to make the catch, and there's the tag is going to be made, and the throw is cut off. And sliding in safely is Herrera, but now 2 outs for the Potters. There's 2 well-hit balls, 1 to right, 1 to left, but 2 outs. Runner 90 feet away for Dominic Rodriguez. Had the bat hop single his first time up. Came around to score on the Chimiso sacrifice fly. So he is 1 for 1 so far today. Out of Turlock, California, and Delta College down in Stockton. Wide open stance from the right side against Trudeau. Fastball looks good. It is good on the outside corner for a strike on 1. Jordan Bajorgensen making a quick exit. Good luck, buddy. Outside for a ball. Things going on with Jordan. I don't think he's worried about his shirt too much anymore. About somebody wearing his shirt better. One on Dominic Rodriguez. Outside for a ball. Two balls, one strike on Dominic Rodriguez. Alex Johnson to follow. Dominic keeps it going here in the third inning. Potters lead at 3-2, trying to get another one. Outside for a ball, 3-0. Or 3-1 to Dominic. Another great crowd out here. A lot of people moving around a lot. There's a lot of movers out here today. The more people you have, the more movers you have. And there's just a lot of movers, and there's throngs, just standers. And there's people in line, too. 3-1 pitch. Rodriguez fouls it off, 3-2. Brick and Barrel doing some good business down there. Might have to put up a Brick and Barrel backyard, too, the way things are going. It's just too popular. Just overrun all the time. Of course, I don't know where we're going to put it. I'll work on that. Full count to Dominic Rodriguez. Herrera comes down the line at third. Breaking ball's popped up, and it's going to get out of play. So Dominic will get one more chance here. Don't look down there, Riley. That's the thing. When you see a guy carrying 3 hot dogs or something, I know you get very jealous. You're a hot dog connoisseur. 3-2. That's fouled off down the right field line, so we'll do it again at 3-2. Potters 3, Admirals 2. Potters have clinched the third playoff spot in the CCL North. Not sure who they're going to play. It's dependent on this week's action between the Crawdads, who are taking on the Stompers, and the Prune Packers, who are playing the Mudcats. Outside, ball 4. Good at bat by Dominic Rodriguez. He's on for the second time today. First and third now for the Potters, and Alex Johnson, who hit the ball very sharply over the left fielder's head his last time up for an RBI double, comes to the plate. Fourth run batted in for Alex. He's 7 for 19 on the season. Just committed to Chico State out of Sierra College. Originally Granite Bay, California. Nice country up there. Some good real estate up there. That's a swing and a miss. Almost expected to see Rodriguez take off from first base. He did not. Johnson a little bit late on that 85-mile-an-hour fastball from Colton Trudeau. Throw over to first base. Almost got away. Nice play by Turtorici over there. That one almost got away and down the right field line. But it did not, so it's still 0-1 on Johnson. Austin Menacini, Mr. 1000 on deck. That's fouled back to the screen, another fastball. 0-2 on Johnson. Alex wearing number 25 on his Star Wars jersey. Will be auctioned off, or is being auctioned off as we speak, I imagine. Silent auction, that kind of thing. See if Rodriguez is going from first base on the 0-2 pitch. He is not. That's hit well to left field. Going back is Rawlings. Still going back. And it's out of here. Alex Johnson has just hit a 3-run home run for the Potters, and they lead it 6-2. Two hits and 4 runs batted in for Johnson, who just reached down and poked that one, and it was a no-doubter over the left field fence. And the Potters pick up 3 runs on 1 hit here in the third inning. They lead it now 6-2. He improves his average on the season to 400 and has now 7 runs batted in as he's more than doubled his season total tonight. Here's Austin Menacini, Mr. 1000. Takes outside for a ball. I know it's a jinx rally, but I still got to call him that. I know I shouldn't. I'm going to. 1 ball, no strikes on Austin. Out of Vacaville, California. Outside and high, ball 2. Zach Chamizo to follow. Big blow by Alex Johnson. Got this capacity crowd on their feet. Got the cowbells banging here. And he fouls that one out of play, so it's 2-1 on Austin. The great Sarah Navis, the best photographer in the world, is down doing the first base. She's all excited. She's doing the Savannah Bananas game. I think that's tomorrow at what used to be Wrigley Field. I have no idea what it is now. But she's all excited about that, and they are very lucky to get her. High for a ball, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 runs in for the Potters on the Johnson home run. They scored 3 in the second and 3 in the third so far. Mendocini swings and misses, 3-2. Turns around to ask the umpire, either was that a strike anyway, or how much did I miss it by? Umpire says, probably would have called it a strike, but I'm not sure. He doesn't want to give it too much away. Breaking ball is call strike 3. Good pitch by Trudeau to end the inning. 3 runs on a hit. Potters go to the top of the 4th. They lead at 6-2.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded through the state or even through the country because it's so delicious.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the 4th, Potters lead 6-2. Gavin Martinez warming up in the bullpen. Stones, I try to give Riley a chance. I put him on mic today. I gave him his debut. And then he tells me in the first inning that he sees a Jedi out there, and he comes in 3 innings later and goes, oh, that's not a Jedi, it's one of the players. I mean, I'm trying to run a broadcast here. So it's a player as a Jedi. How do you know it's a player? Does he have a number? Okay, so then I can, all right, so you're excused. If it's a player masquerading as a Jedi, then I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Jack Grant is up. Maybe the Stormtroopers should do Pilates or something. Maybe that's something they should do, Stones. That one is, I don't know what it was, to be honest. Jack Grant's the hitter. 1 ball, no strikes. He singled his first time up. Takes a fastball in there for a strike at 90, 1-1. So it's a player dressed up as a Jedi. Well, we have to identify the player then. That's tremendous work out there. That's hit to left field and hit well down the line. Higdon giving chase, and that is a fair ball up against the fence. And Jack Grant continues to punish his former team as Ben gets it in, but just a little bit too late. And Grant has a stand-up double down the left field line. 5th hit for the Admirals, 2nd for Jack Grant. And Riley Acosta coming to the plate. He singled his first time up, drove in a run. Acosta 3 for 7 on the season. I believe that's his first run batted in. Details are sketchy. Acosta from Redondo, California. Right-handed hitter against Cooper Robinson. Fastball down the middle at 91 for a strike on 1. And the Admirals first base coach goes, I might want to get out there. I could have talked to Jack Grant when he rounded the base. He probably needed a little guidance. He seemed to make it to second okay on his own. 0-1 now on Acosta. Fastball just misses outside. 1-1 with Kobe Rowling, the left fielder, on deck. Acosta, a single, an RBI single back in the second inning, in his only appearance. Fouled back to the screen on another fastball from Robinson, that one at 89. 1-2 on Riley Acosta. No relation to Riley the engineer that we're aware of. So a player dressed up like a Jedi. That's a commitment to that's going on with the bit. I like that. Check the runner at second base. Here's the 1-2. Thought about it, but let it go. It's outside. 2-2. Took something off that one at 84. Did Robinson? Two balls, two strikes. Grant at second, nobody out in the fourth. Popped up. Second baseman Herrera, I think, is going to call for it right by second base and make the catch for the out. One out and Kobe Rowling coming to play. If I seem distracted to you, Riley, it's because I'm getting pictures from everywhere. My family is all over the country. My wife is up at Lake Tahoe, and she's sending me pictures of Lake Tahoe. My son is at a bachelor party, I think, for his college roommate, which is in Chicago, where the Cardinals are playing the Cubs. So I'm getting it from all over the place here. And then I got to deal with. So it's a tough day for me. Rolling the first time up, got a base on balls. So no official at-bats for Kobe, who's hitting at .290 with 9 runs batted in this season. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Takes a fastball in there for a strike from Robinson. Kobe Rolling from Vacaville, and he is your dueling dogs batter. And if he strikes out, 50% off dueling dogs. We're 1/3 of the way there. Chamiso moves in behind Grant at shortstop, trying to keep him close. Fastball, again, that's in there for a strike. That's at 90. 0-2. So we're 2/3 of the way there, people. Let's go. Come on, people. And now the soundtrack. Now he's got the dogs. And Willie's got some really mean dogs on that soundtrack. He's trying to get that third strike. Now, I don't know what that's going to do to the Brick and Barrel backyard. It's already backed up down there. The hundreds of fans that will get up if he strikes out. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. Dueling dog, strike again. 2 outs. And maybe more importantly, half off of dueling dogs. It's hard to tell who's getting up to go to the Brick and Barrel backyard because everybody's moving that way anyway. And a very active crowd out here. So here's Miguel Ramos. Designated hitter struck out his first time up. Left-handed hitter. Listed as a pitcher on the Admirals roster. But you can be a hitter, too, and a pitcher. There's nothing wrong with that. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1. Out of Vacaville also, Miguel. 0-1. Grant doubled to lead the inning off, then a pop-up and a strikeout. That's grounded down to first base, but it's foul. Snagged by Luke Lavin over there, right in front of the coach. It was a little late getting out there, but he got right in the way of that one. But Luke saved him from further harm as he snagged it. 0-2 now on Ramos. No balls, 2 strikes. Go to the side of Sarah here. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. So good job by Robinson after the leadoff double. 1 hit, he's left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters lead at 6-2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the fourth, Potters on the top of a 6-2 score. Miguel Ramos, the designated hitter, has moved himself out to the pitching mound, and the left-hander is going to take on the Potters here in the fourth, and it'll be Zach Chamiso, then Ruben Church, and Ben Higdon against the left-hander out of Vacaville, California, getting his warm-up tosses in. So Trudeau went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 6 runs. He was victimized by the base on balls as he gave up 6 walks. The big hit, obviously, the 3-run home run by Alex Johnson in the third inning. And the Potters, who scored 3 in the second and 3 in the third, will go up here in the bottom of the fourth. Star Wars night, fireworks night. Reminder that Sunday is the last game of the season. Fan appreciation night. You want to get out here, check LincolnPotters.com if there are tickets available to come out. It's a great night. Prizes given out. It's a fantastic giveaway night and a fantastic night to cap the 2023 summer home season. Again, the Potters will be in the playoffs. They'll be on the road next Tuesday at as yet undetermined opponent. So here's Chamiso. He's walked and hit a sacrifice fly. Picked up his 18th run batted into the season back in the second inning. Checking our scoreboard. Mudcats leading the Prune Packers in the fourth, 3-2, and the Stompers still on top of the Crawdads. That's a 2-0 score. That's in the bottom of the third inning. That's at Sonoma. 1 ball and no strikes on Zach Chamiso. 3:23 coming in for Zach. A very, very solid summer, which we played, I think, 7 of the 9 positions. Fastball, nice pitch at 87 from Ramos. 1-1. Left-hander against left-hander. That's down low. 2-1. Almost, I'm thinking about 6'3" out there. He's a pretty tall guy against Chamiso. It's fouled out of play. Back over the top of us. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Zach. Out of Lincoln High, a fighting zebra. Then went to Sierra College. The Wolverines had a great season this year, and he was named an All-American at Sierra and headed to UC Riverside. Swing and a miss, a fastball at 88 from Ramos. Got the first out of the inning. I think that's the first strikeout. No, the second strikeout for the Potters tonight. And Ruben Church coming to the plate. He has flied to right and had an RBI ground out to third. So he is 0 for 2 now with 27 runs batted in, which leads the Potters. Church out of Maryville, Tennessee, and the University of Kentucky. Fastball's lined into center field. Going back is Wolf. Still going back. Reaches up, runs into the fence, and makes the catch. A fine running catch by Kirk Wolf in center field, right in front of the 380 sign with Willie the Warrior from William Jessup on it. And luckily for him, it's a very loose banner out there as Wolf went running into it after he made the catch. So Church, his second line out of the game, really hit the ball hard, and Wolf was on it from the beginning, right in front of the 380 mark. And here's Ben Higdon. He's flied to right and he's grounded to first. Hit it hard both times, but he's 0 for 2 as Ben Higdon. Left-hander almost delivers it down low for a ball, 1-0. Ben came in at 265. Had a home run last night, his 5th on the summer, which might put him in the lead. That one is high for a ball. 2-0. Patrick Herrera on deck. 2 outs here in the fourth. Here's the 2-0. Hits that one well to left field. Going back is Rolling. Going back at the fence, reaches up and makes the catch against the fence. So 2 tremendous blasts by the Potters, 2 well played outs by the Admirals outfielders, and we are done here in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Potters lead at 6-2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the 5th. Cooper Robinson on the mound. Let's see if we can check in with our guy down there. Has he got the headphones on down there, Riley? Can we tell if Coach Mike's with us? He might be talking to the Jedi. And we found out that the Jedi, who's really the Potter, is JoJo Villarreal, which doesn't surprise me at all, Riley. I think we got our guy now. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Phantom, what's going on, man?
I know you were talking to the guys, telling them they got to hit it about 5 feet farther, and we have a couple of home runs right now.
Yeah, a few of our guys, huh? I mean, geez, no, it was, we're having good at-bats here. Cooper didn't have his sharpest stuff. We talked through a few things here, and he comes back out there and starts throwing the ball really well again. So, great to see. Look at this, the fan base we have here in Lincoln, the support here for this. I mean, this is amazing. This is absolutely
Coach,
amazing.
It has nothing to do with you, but at one time, Stones told me there were 32 people waiting in line to get a hot dog at Fat Cat. So that tells you how we're doing out here today.
32 people waiting. I wasn't one of them, but if they could pick me up one, that'd be great.
Well, I'll tell you, if Alex Johnson wants to go over there, he can get the head of the line. A nice poke by him.
Yeah, we talked with AJ a little bit yesterday. He's kind of struggled a little bit in the past few games, but it's really just he's an incredible athlete. Made a great catch. You saw it earlier. Made a great catch in center there, and I think for him it was he's a lot of guys are like how did your year go or whatnot, and he had one homer, hit really well at Sierra College, and one of those things is just knowing him from Granite Bay High School is I want to hit some more homers and all that other stuff, and it's like that's the byproduct, that's a result, and for him it's just being athletic in the box and loosen up and just allow your stuff to play, and that's one of those cool things to see. Come on.
Call it for me, Coach.
Ooh, Patty Picks going back to make the catch. That's a great play. He's been playing an incredible second base here lately. He made an incredible double play turn with Mendocini yesterday in the 4-hole. So one out here for the Potters. Cooper throwing the ball well.
Yeah, he's been doing it at the plate. He's also been doing it in the field for the Potters. I want to ask you about Luke Lavin, Coach. I know I want to get Wilson behind the plate, so you move Luke out to first base. But as we talked about with Ryan Stevens in years gone by, never hurts to have a couple of different positions up your sleeve if you're going somewhere like Stanford.
Yeah, Malcolm Moore behind the plate at Stanford's a pretty good player from what I hear. He's going to be one of the best players in college baseball. But so for Luke, he's made a lot of strides this summer in his development, which is great. And for him coming out of high school and going to Stanford to be able to play with some of the guys we have here, and he gets a lot of stuff from Higdon and Church and a few of the guys. Older guys like to give him a little slack for being a freshman. But he's taken it well, and he's grown on me. I've loved him from the start, but he's really grown on me as a player here. Over the course of the summer, he's really improved. Pop up. We got Austin, makes a catch. Oh, no, doesn't.
Yeah, over his head over there at third base. Coach, is he, let's talk about Luke for one more second.
Yeah.
6'4", 210. Do you think he's the kind of 6'4" he's going to fill out, or is he going to get taller?
No, I think he might put on maybe an inch or two, but he's going to fill out. He's going to get, he's going to get some of his grown man strength, to come in, and he'll fill out a little bit more. And, he's got, a lot of potential. Obviously, he's going to Stanford. Length, a lot of length to his levers. That's a really good fastball right there. Ball's going to drop in. Patty, can he do it? Nope.
Oh, that was almost the play of the century right there. It's a single by Bianchino. I'll ask you one more thing, Coach.
Yeah.
How much longer are we going to see Cooper, and who do you have coming down the pike tonight?
So, Cooper will probably go out for this. This might be it for him. We'll have Trevin Crowley's going to come in. He'll be good. I actually played with his older brother, who's playing with the White Sox.
Wow.
He plays professionally in Mexico. So really good to see. So we'll see him, and then we've got Jaden Bruno will be coming in here, and we'll probably see Eric Vassar as well. So, we should have a few guys here that can throw a little bit, throw some cheese up there, which will be fun to see, hopefully, for the fans, and some gloves popping.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. Congratulations on clinching that playoff spot, and we'll talk to you again on Sunday.
Thanks, Phantom. Appreciate it.
You appreciate Mike Margema. A minute with Mike every game, and it's been one of the highlights of the season for me as we have one on and one out here. And Casey Turtorici coming to the plate. He's walked and flied to right, as that is a single by Minkina. Robinson throws over to first base. We had the pop-up by Santos. That was a play by Herrera that you heard Coach Mike Margema describe. And then Minkina with the single, his second hit of the game. He is 2 for 3. He's at first with one out, and Turtorici at the plate. 1 ball and no strikes on Casey. Robinson taking his time. Now he goes to the plate. That's hitting into right field as well. Moving back and moving over. Nice play by Dominic Rodriguez. He's very calm out in right field is Rodriguez. The second out is recorded, and that brings up Adam Enyart, who's grounded to second twice in this one, so he's over 2. Did pick up an RBI back in the third inning as his ground ball scored Bianchina for the second run of the game for the Admirals. So Enyart hitting at .308 coming in, picked up RBI number 4 on the summer back in the third inning. Comes up here with 2 outs and 1 on in the top of the 5th. Might be it for Cooper Robinson. He's at 63 pitches, so tops off maybe hopefully 65 or a little less than 70 here tonight. Enyart takes a fastball at 92, so pitch number 64 at 92 miles an hour for Cooper Robinson. And he has had the count 0-1 on Adam Enyart. Potter's outfield straight away, pretty much straight away. Outside with another fastball from Robinson, also at 92, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dominic Rodriguez is in right. Alex Johnson's in center tonight. Ben Higdon in left. Austin Menacini at third. Zach Jamuso at short. Patrick Herrera at second. And Luke Lavin over at first. Nolan Wilson behind the plate tonight for the Potters. Cooper Robinson is your starter. That's it sharply in the hole in the left field for a base hit. So Enyart gets his first hit of the game. That is hit number 7 for the Admirals. With 2 on and 2 out, that'll bring up Kirk Wolf, who has a single. He is 1 for 2 today. Wolf out in center field for the Admirals today. Singled and scored back in the second, then popped up to first base in foul territory in the third. So he is 1 for 2. Came in at .216 with a pair of home runs and 9 runs batted in. Robinson delivers a fastball that swung on and missed at 91. 0-1 on Kirk Wolf. Jack Grant, the Potter legend, who's also the Potter killer, is on deck. He is 2 for 2 already tonight. Homered the last time the Admirals were in town. Bianchina at second. Enyart at first. That pitch is a little bit inside, so it's 1-1 on Kirk Wolf. Comes to us out of Martinez, California. Just a hop and a skip from Old Vallejo. He's right over the bridge there. Yeah, right there, Riley. A little refined reaction in Martinez. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Nolan Wilson. He knocks it all the way back out almost to Cooper Robinson, but he does the job to keep the runner at second base. And it's 2-1 now on Kirk Wolf. Looking to see Trevin Crowley next. You heard Coach Margema talk about their plans for the pitching rotation. Mudcats still leading the Prune Packers 3-2. That one's in the bottom of the 5th. Crawdads have tied up the Stompers 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th in that one. Those two teams in a tussle for the top spot in the CCL North. Whoever doesn't come up on top, high pop-up center field. Coming in is Alec Johnson. Finally comes all the way in and makes the catch. So that one moved him around a little bit, but he's out of there. So 2 hits, no score for the Admirals. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Potters still lead at 6-2.
Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Miguel Ramos back out on the mound for the Admirals here to face in the bottom of the fifth is Patrick Herrera, Nolan Wilson, and Luke Lavin. The left-hander's first pitch is high for a ball. I had to laugh when Riley Acosta threw the ball down to second base at the end of the inning. There were two of his infielders were standing by second base, and so were both of the umpires, and no one actually went to get the ball. And everybody was just standing there looking at it. High and outside, ball two. So Riley just kind of shrugged when I don't know, I just threw it. And everybody just started peeling away from it like it wasn't my fault. 2-0 on Herrera, who's walked twice in this one. Pops that one up. Giving chase is Turtorici over by the Potters dugout. And he makes the catch. Nice play by Casey Turtorici for the out. So Herrera is out number one here in the inning. Jones McCoy, who is my in-line totaler tonight, says 36 people in line at Fat Cat, 44 for Ohana. That's the shaved ice? Oh, my gosh. Potter fans are the best. I told you not to eat before you come out here. They've taken my advice. What about Brickyard? What about the Brick and Barrel backyard? So 100? Well, everybody's hanging out there even if they're not in line because it's the place to be. It's like where the cool kids hang out. Although it looks like Ohana is maybe where the cool kids hang out now. That's in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-1. Nolan Wilson is grounded to short and flied to right. He is 0 for 2 in this one. Well, I hope they packed in a lot of ice over there. Can they? They might have to go down. Maybe send you to get some more ice for them. Yeah, okay. Well done, Stunt. 1-1 pitch. That's lined shortstop on one hop, handled out there by Bianchino over to first base, and a good scoop by Turtorici for the out. So 2 outs quickly for the Potters here in the fifth. And here's Luke Lavin, who's walked and flied to left. 0 for 1 for Luke, 283 on the summer, a pair of home runs and 15 runs batted in. Walked and scored in the second, flied to left. That was in the third inning, and he's up here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Ramos delivers the breaking ball down low for a ball, 1-0. Last game of the season, Sunday, 6:35 first pitch. Fan appreciation night. It is a party. Well, tonight's a party as well. Lavin takes high for a ball. 2-0 on Luke. So 2 parties in a row here at McBean Stadium as the grassy knoll looks like it's being overrun down there. I think there's like a standing room area of the grassy knoll now. 3-0. That's the most people, Willie, I've seen on the grassy knoll ever. It's a grassy knoll record. 3-0 on Lavin. Dominic Rodriguez on deck in case Luke should reach. Amos with the delivery. It's outside, ball 4. So Lavin with his second walk is on base again. And here's Dominic Rodriguez, who singled and walked tonight, so he is 1 for 1. Scored a run back in the second and then walked in the third. Out of Turlock, California. He's a Turlockian, he's a Turloccan, he's a Turlockian. He's from Turlock. Or Turlockanian. I kind of like that. He's up here against Ramus. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. Miguel came on in the fourth inning, went 1-2-3. Did have Church and Higdon both hit fly balls deep to left field, and it turns out that when center fielder Kurt Wolf ran into the fence to catch Churches, he knocked our center field camera over, and we had to get the emergency fix it as Ramus delivers a strike. 1-1 to Dominic. Fouls that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tom came in at 185, got the single in the first inning. Has 7 runs batted in this summer. Plays a tremendous right field. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, just outside. 2-2 on Rodriguez. 2 outs here in the 5th. Lavin at first base via the walk. Get a conservative lead over there. Swing and a miss, an off-speed pitch for the strikeout. So Potters get 1 runner on, leave him. We go to the top of the 6th. Lincoln 6, Bay Area 2.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport. Lincoln Area Archives Museum is the official partner of the Potters 100th anniversary season. The museum is located just around the corner in Bierman Plaza in the center of the old historic district. Plan your visit and learn about early Lincoln history.
I told Ron, I said, why can't we see the dance contest? And then he just put me back on the air, so I guess we're seeing the dance contest. I tell you, Piper does the best dance contest around, Riley. You don't do it better than that. And for a guy who I didn't even think was here today, he showed up a little bit late. Then it looks like he pulled an oblique during the race in the second inning. He's out there giving it his all in the dance contest. That's all you can ask of a mascot, especially a peacock. Expectations for peacocks, pretty low, really. Although they have some shows I do like. It's Jack Grant against Cooper Robinson on for inning number 6 as he has hit 70 pitches. He's given up 7 hits and 2 runs. A couple of those hits were sun-aided or misplayed, but that's the way the field is, and that's the way you got to live with it. Here's Grant, who has 2 of those hits and watches the breaking ball at 81 getting there for a strike. Jack singled back in the second, and he doubled in the fourth. Watches that one go outside. One ball, 1 strike. That's a nice looking break ball in there for a strike. 1-2. That's in the dirt. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, getting started here in the 6th against Jack Grant out of Danville, California, and he fouls one at the plate. So it is 2-2 still. Danville, California, University of Arizona when he was a member of the Potters. A tremendous Potter. 2-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not. Was it a strike? It was not. 92. miles an hour for a 3-2 pitch coming up. Cowbells going here from the capacity crowd. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, got him on strikes. So Grant is out for the first time tonight. One out, and Riley Acosta coming to the plate, the catcher, who has singled in a run and popped out to second base. So Riley is 1 for 2, 3 for 8 on the season. Right-hand hitting catcher. So 77 pitches from Cooper. Fastball, beautiful pitch, 93 on the outside. 0-1. That's blooped out into towards second base. Chamiso comes in and gets it for the out. So the pop-up to Chamiso is the second out of the inning. Kobe Rowling coming to the plate. Kobe has struck out and walked, so he is 0 for 1. I believe he is your Dueling Dogs batter of the game, and he's already paid off 50% once. And can Willie do it again? Willie's record is 3, I think, for a Dueling Dogs batter. So Trevin Crowley is working up out in the bullpen, as Mike Margin promised us. We'll probably see him next inning, as this will be Cooper's 80th pitch. It is a strike on the outside corner. That one just a little bit outside, evens the count at 1-1. Just 4 strikeouts for Robinson in this one. He came in with 27 strikeouts in 20 innings of work. 2-1 with a 2.70. That's outside. Came in with 27 strikeouts and 2 walks. He has 2 walks in this one and 4 strikeouts. 2-1 now on rolling. Kobe out of Vacaville, California. Takes that one outside for a ball, 3-1. Still at 92 for Cooper Robinson. He's been negotiating with that outside corner from left-handed hitters all game long. That's fouled back to the screen. Came further inside with that one, and it is full. We'll go Ramos on deck, the DH turn pitcher. So it's 1 strike away from the second strikeout of a Dueling Dogs batter tonight, and the crowd very excited about that as the line is down to single digits at the Brick and Barrel. But that is outside for a ball. Second walk for Kobe Rowling. Seemed a little bit hesitant himself whether he's going to get that call, but it was outside. And here's Miguel Ramos. Struck out in the second, struck out in the fourth, big left-hander. And here's a meeting at the mound here. And let's see if Cooper Robinson has reached his limit at 85 pitches, and I would not be surprised if he had. He'll probably try to talk his way into one more batter. That's the way these pitchers are. They're very conniving. And he has successfully negotiated that one more batter as Crowley is ready in the pen. See Crowley, going to see, I think, Jaden Bruno and Eric Vassar for the Potters tonight. But right now it's Cooper Robinson's game. The walk to Rolling on a 3-2 pitch, and now here's Ramos. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Cooper Robinson. Rolling down at first base. Gets a decent lead down there. That one is swung on and missing. That's one of the better pitches he's thrown at 93. Right past Ramos. A lot of happy Potter fans out here. Looking forward to some fireworks. Enjoying the Star Wars night. Enjoying the Potters' 6-2 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Another fastball in there for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Robinson checks rolling over at first base. Turns his attention to the plate. Miguel Ramos fouls it off. Off-speed pitch. Got just a piece of it, so it's still 0-2. Garrett Santos, the leadoff hitter on deck for the Bay Area Admirals, who come in at 12-20 in CCO play. Potters are 17-15. There's our guy with the beer bat this time, Riley. See, he spilled it up. Good man. Probably had to wait in line all that time. Fastball misses the outside corner. 1-2. One and two. Fastball by Robinson. That looked pretty good, but it's now 2-2. Riley tells me it wasn't a strike, and the umpire is telling Robinson it's down low. Scoreboard shows 3-2. I have 2-2. 90 pitches for Cooper Robinson tonight. Right down the middle, call strike 3 at 94 miles an hour on pitch number 91. No runs, one left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Potters lead at 6-2.
Loomis Basin Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of your Lincoln Potters. Visit them at 3277 Swetzer Road in Loomis or call 916-259-2739.
Being in the market for a new home comes with more than just buying a property. It is finding the right house in the right neighborhood in the right community. Since 2005, Lori, with Frey & Associates Real Estate, has lived and worked as a real estate broker in Lincoln. She is passionate about local organizations and volunteers with them as well.
She's knowledgeable, she knows, she asks a lot of questions, she gets things done.
We still learn a lot from Lori, and she's very helpful, very positive, and has been wonderful broker.
We at Frey & Associates are your local hometown realtor, and we are here for you.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
Nope, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the sixth, Miguel Ramos back on the mound. He'll face Alex Johnson, Austin Menacini, and the top of the order, Zach Chamiso here for the Potters. As Cooper Robinson throws 94 with his 91st pitch, and we are assuming that he is out of the game. He went through 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts, and he had 2 of those strikeouts in his final inning, which bodes well for him. I think by far his top pitch count of the summer. Alex Johnson, who has doubled and scored and hit a 3-run home run. So he's having a good day so far. Those were both off of Colton Trudeau. He is facing Miguel Ramos this time. The left-hander delivers. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Alexander Johnson now 8 for 20 on the season with 7 runs batted in and a home run. That's Sales high and outside. 1-1 on Johnson. Playing center field for the Potters. Looking very comfortable out there. I believe was his spot at Sierra College. He watches that one go outside. So consistently at 87 for Amos. And he is behind in the count, 2-1 on Alex Johnson. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Potters wearing their Star Wars jerseys, auctioning those off tonight with the Ewoks on them. I know the lingo. I know what's going on. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. Right at 87 again. And Johnson is down for the first time tonight. So he is now 2 for 3, and that brings up Austin Mendocini, who walked and struck out. So he's now 1 for 2 as a Potter. The third baseman out of Vacaville, California. Right-handed hitter. Followed by Zach Chamizo, who's our leadoff man tonight. That one's right down the middle. 0-1 on Mendocini. Austin walked in the second, struck out looking in the third on an off-speed pitch. That's an off-speed pitch, but it's down low, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Austin Mendocini. Bottom of the 6th here. Shadows almost over the whole field. Might be a sliver out there in center field of sunshine still. Outside, 2-1. Crowd anticipating the fireworks after the game. Have enjoyed the fireworks during the game, especially the Alex Johnson 3-run home run. That really got him going back in the 3rd inning. That's fouled off over the head of the on-deck hitter, Zach Chamizo, so it evens up with 2-2 on Austin Mendocini. Right-handed hitter against the left-hander Ramos. Riley Acosta behind the plate. In the dirt. Over at third is Jack Grant. Vinny Bianchina at shortstop. Garrett Santos at second. Casey Tritorici at first. Adam Enyard in right. Kirk Wolf in center. And Kobe Rowling over in left field for the Bay Area Admirals. They are 12-20 in the CCL. That's hit sharply down the third. Handled down there by Grant. Then he drops it, and it's going to be safe at first for Mendocini. So Mendocini reaches. First error of the game. And he is at first base with 1 out. And here's Zach Chamizo, who's walked, hit a sacrifice fly, and struck out. So he is 0 for 1 with an RBI, his 18th of the season. Left-handed hitting. What is Zach tonight? The shortstop. Shortstop, he's played third, he's played left, he's played right. I believe center and catcher are the only 2 positions he hasn't played, and he might have played center earlier in the season. He takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 on Zach. That one's inside. 1-1. Ruben Church to follow. Ruben still stinging over that one. He hit out to the 380 sign that Kurt Wolf ran down back in the 4th inning. Ball in the dirt to throw to second base. Mendocini slides in. He is safe, I guess. Very, very low-key safe. He's waiting for some sort of definitive move, and it's, you're all right. It was going to be close. The ball got down there by Acosta very quickly. Picked it up off the ground and gunned it to second base. So Chamizo now 2 balls and 1 strike. Zach takes a fastball in the outside corner, evens it up at 2-2. Acosta's going to go out and talk to Ramos as Chamizo thinks about the 2-2 count, wearing number 2. And Mendocini is out at second base. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Colton Trudeau went the first 3 innings, gave up 3 hits and all 6 runs. Ramos has come on and given up just a walk. And Chamizo fouls that one down the third base line. Just a walk and allowed an error allowed Mendocini to reach base. So the only 2 base runners from Ramos have been a walk and an error. Working in his 3rd inning. Two and 2 on Zach. Swing and a miss on a curveball. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 3 are going to make that 4 for Ramos during his stint, and that'll bring up Ruben Church, who's flied to right, had an RBI ground out, and flied to center. Hit the ball really well twice. and super really well the third time on the fly to center. As we mentioned, Wolf got it one step in front of the fence in left center field, the 380 mark. So here's Church at 3:04. Picked up his 27th run batted in of the season back in the second inning. And now we're going to have a balk called by the home plate umpire, and going to third is Mendocini. So he's down at third with 2 outs. Ben Higdon to follow Reuben Church. The right-hander settles in with the open stance from the right side. That's a fastball down low. One 1-0 on Reuben Church. 4 home runs on the season, 2 grand slams. That's down low again, 2-0. Had a grand slam in the 12-4 win over the Mudcats last night and the extra inning win over the Crawdads last Saturday. It's a sharply out toward shortstop. Vinny Bianchina throws it over to first base and gets him for the out. Bianchina throws him out, 6-3. So no runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to 7th inning now. The Potters lead this one 6-2.
The mouth-watering Big Mac with a savory Filet-O-Fish and a tasty McChicken. My goodness, that looks good. Oh, you're making a McDonald's menu hack. Yes, a land, air, and sea. Oh, it's going to tip over. No, it's good. It's good. Very stable. Order the land, air, and sea by name. Build it by hand.
Placer Valley Tourism. Our mission is to increase the health of the hotel industry through occupancy and average daily rate in Roseville, Rockland, and Lincoln. Proud partner of the Potters in the 2023 West Coast World Series Tournament from August 8th to 11th.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Trevin Crowley, the new pitcher for the Potters out of Cal State Bakersfield in Newman, California, making his 3rd appearance, so 0-1 on the season. He's thrown 8 in the 3rd innings, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. He relieves Cooper Robinson, who goes 6 innings, gives up 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And as we said, hit 94 on his last pitch in the 6th inning, pitch number 91. So here's Crowley finishing up the warm-up tosses. The ball goes down to second base, and we're ready to go in the top of the 7th. Top of the order, Garrett Santos, Vinny Bianchina, and Casey Tritorici, the first 3 hitters for the Admirals. Santos has popped up twice and flied to center, so he is 0 for 3 in this one. And the first base coach is going to go out at the beginning of the inning this time, which I think is a good choice. It's a little bit tardy in that other inning. And he's been probably doing a pretty good job out there. Left-handed Santos up here out of Gilroy, California. Crowley's first pitch off speed in there for a strike on 1. 0-1 on Santos. Another off speed, another strike for Crowley. Really good location on those 2. That's chopped down to first, but it's foul on the fastball at 83 from Crowley. First appearance since July 22nd when he pitched against the Crawdads. He's only pitched in 2 games, both against the Crawdads. That one is outside. Looks like he lost a hold of that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crowley wearing number 4 in his Star Wars jersey. As the cowbells go a-ringing, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses inside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Santos. That's inside again, and that hit him on the foot. So he's going to go down to first base, hit by a pitch. Had him down 0-2 and lost him to a hit by pitch, and that'll bring up Vinny Bianchina. Fly to center, doubled and singled, so Vinny is 2 for 3 in this one. Scored a run back in the third inning. Left-hand hitting shortstop. A mystery man. He's not listed on any roster that we have, so that's a fastball in there for a strike. So maybe that's why he's got 2 hits. Nobody knows who he is, how to pitch him, what to do. 0-1 from Crowley. Casey Turturici on deck, and the throw over to first base, and Santos is back. I'm not going to say comfortably because he had to go ahead first, but he was not in any danger of being out. 0-1 now. That's a line to right field. That's a base hit in front of Rodriguez. Picks it up and gets it in the infield very quickly, but it's a solid single to right field. For Bianchina, he is 3 for 4 in this one. First and second, nobody out. Hit number 8 for the Admirals, and Casey Turturici at the plate. He has walked and flied to right, and both times hit the ball pretty well to right field. The left-hand hitting Turturici. 270 on the season, 4 runs batted in, no home runs as of yet. For Casey. Out of Brentwood, California. Hits that one up in the air down the left field line. Just misses Sarah, the photographer. She goes everywhere, man. She was over here behind me a while ago. Now she's down the third base line. She's over in the Potters dugout. 2 on, nobody out here in the 7th inning for the Admirals. Crowley steps off. Checks in again with Nolan Wilson behind the plate. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Nolan Wilson. Evens the count up at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Turturici. Adam Enyart on deck, the right fielder, who is 1 for 3 tonight. Breaking ball, nice looking pitch, but it's inside. 2-1. Santos hit by a pitch. Bianchina with a single to right field. And a 2 ball, 1 strike count now on Turturici. That's in the dirt, ball 3. Gets away a little from Wilson, but he runs it down. It rolls toward third base. So that'll keep Santos at second base, but it's a 3-1 count now on Turturici. Jane Bruno was the name that Mike Marjam mentioned to us after Trevin Crowley. Whether that's the order or not, we don't know. But it's 3-1 now on Turturici. Ball 4. So a hit batter, a single, and a walk loads the bases here with nobody out in the 7th. Potters lead at 6-2, and here's Adam Enyart, who's grounded out to second twice and singled in the 5th inning, and there's going to be a little meeting at the mound. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. Top of the 7th, Potters with the lead. Meeting over, and it's back to action for the Potters and the Admirals. Adam Enyart's coming up to the plate, hitting .308 on the season with 3 runs batted in. He picked up his 4th with a ground out in the 3rd inning. He singled in the 5th and grounded out in the 1st, so 1 for 3 for Adam. Bases loaded and nobody out here for the Admirals. Santos at 3rd, Bianchina at 2nd, and Turturici over at 1st. Breaking ball's in there for a strike on 1 to Adam Enyart. Big right fielder. About 6'2", I'll say, maybe 6'3". Lavin is in at first base. Everybody else at regular depth. That's outside. Nice block by Wilson. 1 ball and 1 strike on Enyart. He's followed by Kirk Wolf in the order for the Admirals tonight. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball's in there for a strike at 89 from Trevin Crowley. Crawdads and Stompers still tied at 2. That's in the 6th. Mudcats now trail the Prune Packers 6-3. That is in also the 6th. Both of those having bearing, of course, on who the Potters play next week and who wins the CCL North. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. Nice job by Trevin Crowley to get Enyart for the first out. So 1 out, but Kirk Wolf coming to the plate. He is singled, popped out, and fly to center. The center fielder scored after his single in the 2nd inning, and he popped to first, a foul ball in the 3rd, and flied to center in the 5th. He's up here with the bases loaded, but now 1 out in the 7th. Breaking ball misses, 1-0. Final game of the season Sunday at 6:35. LincolnPotters.com for ticket information. It's Fan Appreciation Day. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's lined over the third baseman's head into left field for a base hit. 1 run scores. They're sending the second one. Now they're going to hold him. As again, the third base coach thought better of it. Higdon got it back in quickly, and the ball was hit hard by Wolf. He has an RBI single. Scoring is Santos. Bianchina now at third. Tutorici at second. 1 run in. Second hit of the inning. And 9th of the game for the Admirals. And now here's Jack Grant, who is singled and doubled in this one. 6-3 now in favor of the Potters. Grant takes outside, and that ball gets away on a wild pitch. And scoring easily is Bianchina. So that makes it 6-4 in favor of the Potters, and it moves up the other 2 runners as well. Tutorici at third and Wolf at second. So the tying run at second base for the Admirals here, as that was a breaking ball that nothing Nolan could do about it. Tried blocking it, went straight up in the air. So it's 1-0 on Jack. Breaking ball's in there for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 in for the Admirals here in the top of the 7th. That's in the dirt again. Nice block by Wilson. 2-1 on Jack Grant. First base open. On deck, Riley Acosta. Crowley gets set. Has the sign from Wilson. 2-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt again, 3-1. Grant singled in the 2nd inning, doubled in the 4th inning, struck out in the 6th. So he came in at 2-8. He's 2 for 3 in this one. He has his only home run in the summer against the Potters on a previous trip here to McBean Stadium. 3-1 pitch coming up. Fastball is ball 4. Second walk of the inning and a hit by pitch as well. Bases loaded again. And Riley Acosta, and here comes JP, and I think we're going to have a pitching change for the Potters. We'll step away. When we come back, it'll be Potters 6 and Admirals 4 in the top of the 7th.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Back here in the top of the 7th, 6-4 Potters. Bases loaded, one out. Riley Acosta at the plate, and Eric Vassar is on the mound, making his 12th appearance for the Potters. He's 1-0. He has 20 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, and 12 walks. And he will face Acosta with the bases loaded, then Kobe Rowling, who's the on-deck hitter. 6-4, 2 runs in so far for the Admirals in this 7th inning. Vassar's first pitch is down low at 90, 1-0. 2 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter here for the Admirals in this inning. Fastball down the middle. 1-1. On Riley Acosta out of Redondo, California. 2 for 6 coming into the game. He's 1 for 3 in this one with an RBI back in the 2nd inning. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch, catches the corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Acosta. Swing and a miss. And Acosta is out on strikes. An off-speed pitch by Vassar. Big strike out there, but one more to go, and it's Kobe Rowling, today's Dueling Dogs batter, who has struck out and walked twice. If he strikes out, it's 50% off at Dueling Dogs at the Brick and Barrel backyard. It also gets the Potters out of a pretty big jam here. So there's 2 things at play for Kobe Rowling out of Vacaville, California. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Vassar's first pitch is just a little inside with a breaking ball that went very close to Kobe Rowling, so it's 1 ball and no strikes. That's a fastball in there for a strike at 89 from Eric Vassar. 1 ball and 1 strike on Rowling. 2 outs now here in the 7th. Turturici at third. At second is Kirk Wolf. At first is Jack Grant. And Kobe Rowling is our hitter. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-1. It's a little late break on that one from Eric Vassar out of Sac City College, Carmichael, California. Works from the stretch with the bases loaded. 2-1 pitch. Sails outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Willie calls for more cowbells. And he gets a smattering. That's a smattering. And one loud one right in front of us. 3-1 pitch from Vassar. That is ball 4. Turturici comes in to score the 3rd run of the inning. Rawlings walks for the 3rd time, gets himself an RBI, and here's Miguel Ramos, the pitcher, DH turned pitcher for the Admirals, as they have cut the lead to 6-5 here in the 7th inning. Potters pitchers have walked 3 and hit 1. Vassar's fastball is inside, 1-0. 3 strikeouts for Remus tonight. So he is 0 for 3 mathematically. Breaking balls hit sharply out to second. Herrera over to first for the out. So 3 runs, 2 hits. They left 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters now with a lead 6-5.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old Town Pizza, a proud sponsor of your Potters baseball, will deliver you a slice that you won't soon forget. Come see why they've been voted the best of the best 12 straight years. Visit otpizza.net to get yours today. But don't take it from me.
I think Old Town Pizza should be expanded to the state or even to the country because it's so delicious.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadium. 33 action-packed home games loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of the 7th, suddenly a lot tighter out here as Miguel Ramos comes out to start his 4th inning of work for the Admirals. They cut the lead to 6-5 now as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Ben Higdon, Patrick Herrera, and Nolan Wilson, the first 3 hitters for the Potters, who have not had a hit off Ramos in the 3 innings he's pitched, and he has struck out 4 Potters. Higdon has flied to right, he has grounded to first, and he has flied deep to left here tonight, so he is 0 for 3. 265 coming in for Ben. 5 home runs, 19 batted in. First pitch is a high fastball. 1 ball, no strikes on Higdon. Potters had the 6-2 lead for a while. Now it is 6-5 as we go to this bottom of the 7th. That is very high. 2 balls and no strikes. Turns out that the Jedi, I don't know if I told you this, the Jedi that, or the Jedi, the Potter who's dressed up as the Jedi, ball 3 to Higdon, is JoJo Villarreal. I probably mentioned that, but who else would it be? On this team, if I had to pick one guy that's going to dress up as a Jedi, it would have been him, or Schmitty, but probably JoJo. 3-0 on Ben. Look out, ball 4. Second walk given up by Ramos, and now Patrick Herrera comes to the plate. He's walked twice and popped to first. Ramos with just 48 pitches in his stint so far. No action in the bullpen for the Admirals. Here comes Herrera, hitting .320, coming in with 4 home runs and a dozen runs batted in. Patrick out of Mesa, Arizona, also from the University of Kentucky. Higdon, Herrera, Church, 3 in a row from Kentucky. Herrera fouls that one off. 85 from Ramos. 0-1 on Patrick. All 4 of his home runs during the month of July, as he's been on quite the streak lately. Good lead at first by Higdon. Here's the pitch. High and outside. 1-1. People always look so happy when they come up after they get something from Fat Cat. Us look like, I know I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have some fun. And Riley can attest to that because he does it all the time. That's inside, 2-1. But it's just that anticipation you can see, you know. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nolan Wilson to follow for the Potters. They are 17-15 in conference play. That's a line right back up the middle into center field for the base hit. So Herrera gets the first hit off Ramos for the Potters. Potters have something going here in the 7th, first and second with no outs, and Nolan Wilson coming to the plate. Potters have won the last 3 series in the CCL. 2 out of 3 from the Packers, 2 out of 3 from the Crawdads, 2 out of 3 from the Mudcats. And in, I believe, 2 of those series, 5 of those 6 wins were on the road for the Potters. So that is crazy. I don't know how to explain that. That is crazy, Riley. That's nuts. Here's the pitch. Outside and high. To Nolan, who has grounded to short twice and fly to right. So he is 0 for 3. Looks down at his third base coach for some guidance perhaps in this situation in the bottom of the 7th. His team has a 1-run lead. He's got 2 guys on. But it's summer ball, so you go up and you swing. And he did, and he had a little blooper in the left center field coming on is rolling, and he makes the catch in left field. Playing the safe out there was Ben Higdon, trying to see if that one was going to fall. It looked like it might get in, but Rolling came over and made a nice running catch for the first out. And here's Luke Lavin. Nolan picked a good place to put it, but he didn't get down fast enough. Stayed up in the air and Rolling, covering a lot of ground. Backed up by Wolf, his center fielder, for the first out, and here's Lavin. Lucas walked and scored in the 2nd, then he flied to left in the 3rd and walked again in the 5th. So he's 0 for 1. High and inside for a ball. 1-0. He's followed by Dominic Rodriguez in the lineup. Luke, 283, has a pair of home runs and 15 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Fastball that a little bit inside perhaps. Capacity crowd here. Fireworks after the game. Star Wars night. A lot going on. Potters and the Admirals. Potters clinching that number 3 spot in the CCL North. They'll play on the road next Tuesday in a 1-game playoff against the number 2 seed, which is still to be determined by this weekend's play. Here goes the runner at 2nd and 1st. Throw's going to go down to 2nd, but he's safe standing up. So the Potters with the double steal, and that was keyed by Ben Higdon out at second base. He just took off, and very alertly so did Patrick Herrera. He went in standing up. So 2nd and 3rd now, and a 2-1 count to Luke Lavin as the Potters are in scoring position, both of them. Lavin looking to add to that 15 RBI total here. 2-1. He's very close to the plate on the left side. Breaking balls chopped foul down the first base line. And is now 2-2. I hadn't noticed Luke that close to the plate before, but he is way up on the plate from the left side. You can check it out on the excellent Stones Radio Network's cameras that Riley is engineering for you. You can see that back foot right on the line on the inside corner. That's down low for a ball. 3-2 on Luke. Potters 6, Admirals 5. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 2 Potters on, 2nd and 3rd, and 1 out. 3-2 coming up to Luke Lavin. Popped out of play to our left. Stays at 3-2. These 2 teams meet tomorrow down at the home of the Admirals. And then back here on Sunday night, as we said, LincolnPotters.com to see if there's any tickets available. Inside, I think that might have hit Luke. And it probably did because, well, I guess it didn't. I know the runner's going to try to score, and he does score. I thought it was a hit batter, and everybody was kind of stopped. And then Ben Higdon goes, I'm going to run if nobody's doing anything. And he scores on the wild pitch. Very alert base running by Ben Higdon. Gives the Potters a run they desperately need. And Lavin is down now at, well, why is Luke Lavin still at the plate if it was 3-2? Now, wait a minute, fans. Hold on. That was a 3-2 pitch. That should be ball 4. Yeah, it should be ball 4. Hold on. Somebody stand up. Wind up now. Swinging a foul. That should have been ball 4. Everybody here had 3-2 before the pitch, right? Even Dylan, who doesn't even know where he is, and he said 3-2. So we missed one there. I think finally the scoreboard, when it says 4-2, is finally going to be right. Potters did score, and they do have Herrera at third base. And I think it's probably too late now to say something about it. So here comes another 3-2 pitch. That is ball 4 again. Somehow there's some justice in the world as Lavin gets the base on balls. It'll be 1st and 3rd now, and they're going to be meeting at the mound for the Admirals. Potters this inning, a walk to Higdon, then a single by Herrera. Double steal put the runners at 2nd and 3rd. That was after the fly out by Nolan Wilson. Then on a scary 3-2 pitch to Lavin, which I thought hit him. And evidently it didn't. And it wasn't a ball either because he had a 3-2 pitch. But Higdon very alertly scored on the wild pitch, and the Potters have a 7-5 lead. Everybody on the Admirals and has ever played for the Admirals is out on the mound right now talking this over. The umpire goes out and goes, hey, come on. What's the capacity out here? Come on. This is like the line for Fat Cat. What's going on out here? So here's Dominic Rodriguez, who singled, walked, and struck out. Dominic at 185 coming in. Has 7 runs batted in, has runners at first and third. Let's see if Lavin is going to take off from first. He's got his 3rd walk of the game. Rodriguez takes high for a ball. Still no activity for the Admirals as we're getting up near 65 pitches for Ramus. Alex Johnson on deck as Lavin leads at first. Dominic hits it very sharply to second, off the second baseman, picked up by the shortstop. He's going to try to get him at first. He does not. Run scores Herrera. It's going to be an RBI for Rodriguez. He reaches on the air, but it is an RBI. Going to second is Lavin. So Rodriguez picks up his 8th RBI of the season. He hit the ball very sharply right out toward Santos at second. Bounced off him, and Bianchino tried to get it at third and get over and gun it to first, but just a little bit too late. Very alert play out there by Vinny. Here's Alex Johnson, who's got a double. He's got a home run. He's got a strikeout. I think he would pick the first 2 over the third, but that's just me. Potters score another run. Johnson takes a fastball outside. Potters lead at 8-5 now. Rodriguez hit that ball very hard, right at second base. That's the 2nd error of the game for the Admirals. Rodriguez takes that one low and outside, so it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Alex Johnson, 7 for 21, 333. Make that 8 for 21. Hits that one sharply, but a big hopper to Bianchina at short. Steps on second, throws to first, and gets the double play. Good play by Vinny Bianchina out at shortstop, but the Potters scored twice in the 7th. We're to the 8th. The Potters lead at 8-5.
It begins on the farm, where hard work breeds motivation. Care is taken under watchful eyes. With new growth comes inspiration, where playtime is mandatory. Welcome to Dueling Dogs Brewing Company. Meet the Stevens, a husband and wife who work hand in hand to craft exclusive small batch beer, mead, and cider. Using locally sourced ingredients to ensure freshness in every glass. Where a community of farmers, local artisans, and amazing food make for a truly inspired atmosphere. At the end of the day, we know the value of hard work. The families it unites, it's in the pride we take, the stories we tell, and the best friends who are cherished. Dueling Dogs Brewing Company.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the 8th from a sold out, I believe, McBean Stadium. Star Wars night, fireworks night. Potters lead 8-5. Eric Vassar still out on the mound for the Potters. He will face Garrett Santos, Vinny Bianchina, and Casey Turtorici, the top of the order for the Bay Area Admirals. Scores from around the CCL North. Prune Packers now laying it on the Mudcats. They lead that one 12-3, and the Crawdads and Stompers are still tied at 2. That is in the 7th inning. Big breaking balls outside. Santos has popped out twice, flied to center, been hit by a pitch back in the 7th inning. Scored a run in that inning. That's in the dirt, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Santos. Comes in at 267 on the summer. A home run and a dozen runs batted in for the left-hand hitting second baseman. Pops that one up. Let's see who calls it. It looks like it's going to be Chamiso coming in and still sticking with it and makes the catch. And it was not easy as that ball was moving around. It's doing the pop-up dance. But an out is recorded. 1 out, Vinny Bianchino, who's been a real thorn in the side of the Potters tonight. He flied out to center in the first, deep to center. He doubled in the third. He singled in the fifth, and he singled again in the seventh and scored. So Vinny is 3 for 4. Left-handed hitting shortstop up here against Eric Vassar. Casey Turturici to follow, and Vassar has come up with 2 false starts now trying to get this at-bat started. And I, for one, would like it to get going. Let's get it going here. As Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on. I believe he was referring to something else, but it's still applicable. That is a ball. Marvin gets me flustered. 1 ball, no strikes on Bianchino. Swing and a miss. Eric took something off that one. 1-1. 1 out here in the 8th. Potters looking for CCL win number 18 on the season. Vassar working from the stretch. Takes something off that again and gets Bianchino out in front of it, 1-2. Eric from Carmichael, California, and Sac City College, making his 12th appearance for the Potters here. Been one of the workhorses of the summer. One and two. Fastball, but that misses outside at 90 miles an hour from Eric. Tails away from the left-handed hitter. Evens the count at 2-2 with Turturici to follow. Breaking ball. Call strike 3 outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Vassar. He gets the call. He gets the strikeout, his second. And that will bring up Turturici. Turturici has walked twice. He's flied to right twice. Both of them hit pretty well. Came in at 270. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Chops that one out towards second base, but I think it was off of him. A very slow hopper to second base, so I think it hit Casey while he was still in the batter's box. It'll be no balls and 1 strike. Brick and Barrel Backyard can be open late tonight because of the fireworks and people taking advantage of that, Riley. Using good judgment out there. Saying, you know, it's open later. I think I'll go over there. I'm quite thirsty, as a matter of fact. I've just discovered. Check swing in there for a strike. 0-2 on Casey Turturici. If he reaches, Adam Enyard. The cleanup man is on deck for the Bay Area Admirals, 12-20 in CCL play in their initial season as an affiliate member of the league. Breaking ball, but that misses outside, 1-2. They're just 2 games behind the Stompers unofficially in the standings as they're not really officially affiliated yet. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Good inning by Eric Vassar. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters with the 8-5 lead.
Welcome back, Olympia's 5th grade orchestra.
Perhaps there's no place like your home because you made it so at R.C. Willey.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Just looking over the scoreboard here again, Preen Packers 12-3 over the Mudcats in the 7th. Stompers and Crawdads still tied at 2. That also in the 7th inning. Potters will play the number 2 seed out of those two teams next Tuesday on the road in the first round of the CCO playoffs. Potters the number 3 seed. Austin Mendocini is going to lead us off. At least that's the schedule I have. That's who it is. So Austin has walked, struck out, and reached on an error. Comes up here against Adam Enyard. Ramos goes out to right field. He went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Just one of them was earned. That is down low for a ball. 4 strikeouts for Ramos. 3 walks. That's outside again. 2-0 to Austin, followed by Zach Chamiso and Ruben Church, the top of the order for the Potters. They lead at 8-5. Ball 3. So quickly 3-0 on Mendocini. Looks down to his third base coach, who's chatting with the coach of the Admirals. Isn't that nice? Yeah, you're just hanging out over there. Too many guys in the coach's box, but that's okay. We don't care about that. That's ball 4. So Mendocini reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. Gets the base on balls. He's at first, and here's Zach Chamiso. Zach has struck out twice, hit a sacrifice fly, and walked. So he's 0 for 2 with an RBI, his 18th of the summer. Came in at .323. Zach out of Lincoln High, the Fighting Zebra. Sierra College as well. Mendocini with a very short lead as Chamiso takes a fastball, actually an off-speed pitch, and it's in over the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Ruben Church to follow here in the 8th inning. Zach takes the fastball. That was the fastball. It's at 89, right on that outside corner. So it's quickly 0-2 on Zach Chamiso. Here's the 0-2. Zach swings and misses. He got him on strikes. So 1 out here in the 8th. Mendocini still down at first base, and Ruben Church coming to the plate. He's flied to right, flied to center, grounded to third, and grounded to short. Did pick up an RBI back in the 2nd inning, his 27th. Out of Maryville, Tennessee, as Willie just announced it, it's Ruben Church, 6'2", 225, right-handed hitter. Up against Adam Enyart. Fouls that one off. 0-1. Ben Higdon to follow. Big breaking ball is high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ruben Church. 304 coming into tonight. 4 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Picked up number 27 in the 2nd inning. That leads the Potters' summer totals. high in the air, center field. Going back is Wolf, going back at the fence, and he's got it at the fence. So Ruben has done that 3 times today and hit the ball to the track, and he is out for the second out. This time it was right center field for Ruben. It was left center field the last time back in the 4th when Wolf robbed him. Here's Ben Higdon. Flied out, grounded out, flied out, and walked. Scored back in the 7th inning when the Potters put 2 up on the board. So Ben up here now with Mendocini still down at first base. Ben shows bunt. It's a fastball outside. 1-0 on Ben Higdon. He came in at 265 with 5 home runs. Swings and fouls it at the plate into the catcher's glove, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Potters 8, Admirals 5. Swung on and fouled in the catcher's glove again, 1-2. Ben's taking a walk on that one, going to think about it, and he's going to go over and get some sort of contraband to put on his bat. One ball, 2 strikes. Sails outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Patrick Herrera on deck. Going to shout out our fan of the game, Luke Lavin's dad, Mike, who just texted in that he likes me. So that's all you got to do. I mean, send something to that guy's house right now. I mean, come on. Here's the 3-2. Hit sharply down to first, handled down there by Turturici. He goes to the bag and tags it before Higdon gets there, which is the definition of an out. So nothing for the Potters in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Potters lead this one 8-5.
Have you ever wondered, what is CMN? I thought so. Let me help. CMN stands for Children's Miracle Network, a non-profit organization that raises money for children's hospitals. Locally, UC Davis Children's Hospital is your CMN hospital, the only one in our area. It is a nationally ranked comprehensive children's hospital that provides the highest quality of care to pediatric patients like me. How is this level of care possible? With help from CMN donations. CMN teamed with corporate partners and community donors to fundraise for things like equipment, research, and patient care. All money raised locally during campaigns like this stays local to support children treated at UC Davis Children's Hospital. Sick and injured kids can't wait to get the care they need. And thanks to generous donors, partners, and fundraisers like you, we don't have to. Please give wherever you see the Miracle Balloon, and thank you for supporting CMN at UC Davis.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Top of the 9th inning, Jaden Bruno on the mound for the Potters to try to close this one out. The right-hander out of Wellington, Florida. Making his 6th appearance of this season. He is 0-1. 5 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, but 10 walks. Just 1 hit allowed for Jaden Bruno. He gets up there between 94 and 96 on a good night, and he will face Adam Enyart, Kurt Wolf, and Jack Grant for the Admirals as the Potters try to nail this one down so we can go on and do some fireworks out here at McBean Stadium on Star Wars night and also kind of Hawaiian shirt night, as we do have a lot of Potters Hawaiian shirts, and also Mike Lavin night. Luke's dad, who texted in, or some sort of Discord or whatever that is that you showed me, Riley. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, Mike, we appreciate you appreciating us, man. Thanks a lot. Your son's a heck of a player, and we look forward to following his career all the way through Stanford and hopefully beyond. Riley would like that. That would mean he would know a major league guy. That would be kind of cool. Of course, Riley's a Zach Chamiso guy, though. That's his guy. That's his guy. He's the president of the Zach Chamiso fan club, and I respect that, man. You get your guy and you stick with him. Bruno finishing up his warm-up tosses, and the first base coach for the Admirals waiting very smartly for that pitch to be thrown, because you never know. Wilson guns it down to second base. We're ready to go here in the top of the ninth, folks. One more to go after this one. That'll be Sunday, 6:35. Check LincolnPotters.com for ticket information. It is Fan Appreciation Night, and you don't want to miss it. It's been a fantastic summer, all thanks to the Lincoln Potter fans who have come out. Also the opposing fans. Let's don't be, some opposing fans. There were probably some Admiral fans in the building. We had some Mudcat fans the other night. We thank them as well for coming out, as long as they participated and bought stuff. That's what we say. Here's Bruno from the stretch. I think. Fastball inside and high, and Enyard moves away. Very dramatically, I must say. But I suppose if you threw it 94 inside to me, I would be very dramatic as well. I tend to be anyway. 1-0 now. That's a high fastball. Two balls and no strikes. Enyard has grounded out twice, singled and struck out. He has an RBI tonight. Swing and a miss. 95 miles an hour on that one. Keeping track of the other games. Healdsburg now all over the Mudcats 14-3. That's bottom of the eighth. But the Stompers and Crawdads are in the top of the eighth. They are still tied at 2. The Crawdads right now hold a half-game advantage on the Prune Packers after sweeping Healdsburg just these past 3 days. 2-1 now. That's fouled out of play. 2-2. Jane Bruno holding the ball for a very long time when he comes to his set position. Building the anticipation, I guess, is what he's doing. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. No outs here in the ninth. Enyard against Jaden Bruno. Check swing. Did he go? I thought he did. Yes, he did. And he is out on strikes. 96 miles an hour from Jaden Bruno. So he gets the strikeout as Enyard couldn't hold up. The appeal went down to first base. See, Riley, you said he swung at it. That was what it was. Riley was upset because it was out of strike zone. It was out of strike zone, but he swung, and they asked the first base umpire, and he said, ring him up. Well, he didn't say it that way, as that would be unprofessional. Kurt Wolf, the hitter, he's got 2 hits tonight. He's 2 for 4. Came in at 216 with a pair of home runs this summer. That's outside an off-speed pitch at 85. 1 ball and no strikes on Kurt Wolf out of Martinez, California. This crowd has never stopped moving tonight. Anticipating some fireworks coming up. 1-0 pitch coming. That's high for a ball. 2-0 goes back to the backstop. Two balls, no strikes on Kurt Wolf. Jack Grant to follow. Then Riley Acosta. Fastball in there for a strike at 93 from Jaden Bruno. 2 balls, 1 strike. Potter scored 3 runs in the second, 3 in the third, added 2 more in the seventh after the Admirals had cut it to 6-5. with 3 of their own in the top of the 7th. Bruno, the 4th pitcher for the ball. That's a beautiful fastball in the inside corner at 94. Robinson started, went 6 innings, then Crowley, Vassar, and now Jaden Bruno. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Wolf. He singled in the 2nd, singled again, singled in a run in the 7th. To go 2 for 4 so far tonight. Fastball, the umpire balk. He went up there to call the strike and did not call the strike. The ball was just a little bit, very close pitch on the outside corner. But I don't have a problem with him doing that. It's just like he looked like he was going to lift it. Nah, I don't think so. Well, maybe he thought about it. Second thought, he said it was outside. 3-2. Line drive foul down the left field line. I got the fastball in the inside corner that Kurt Wolf wanted, and he turned on it, but it was foul by a bunch down the third base line. So it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's still 1 out here in the top of the 9th, and the Potters still with the 8-5 lead. A lot of commotion behind home plate and a backstop back there. Looks like Martin is going to run the show down there. Stone's friend will take care of business down there. 3-2 pitch coming up from Bruno. And asking for time is Kirk Wolf, as Bruno does take a very long time there when he gets set. Enyard started out the inning with a strikeout. Now it's Kirk Wolf, Jack Grant to follow here in the 9th. Fastball inside corner, call strike 3. 95 miles an hour. 2 strike outs for Bruno. 2 outs here in the inning, and it's Potter legend Jack Grant here coming to the plate. He has singled, doubled, struck out, and walked. So Jack is 2 for 3 in this one out of Danville, California, and the University of Arizona. Right-handed hitting third baseman against Bruno. Just a reminder, there'll be no postgame after this because we got to get ready for fireworks. We are back here, 6:35. First pitch on Sunday. First pitch is off speed in there for a strike. We go live about 6:20 or 6:15, 6:20 or so on the Stones Radio Networks with the warm-up, which hopefully is going to come off. We're going to do the warm-up with the interns, the class of 2023 summer interns, which should be very, very, very interesting. So join us then, if you will, if you can't make it out here. 0-1 coming up to Jack. Fastball inside for a ball, 94. One and one on Jack Grant. If he reaches, Riley Acosta would be next, the catcher. That's in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch at 95 from Jaden Bruno. He's been as high as 96. He's been between 93 and 96, as we said, and it's 1-2. And I think if there's the last strike guy, I don't know if there is, but if there is, he should be getting. They're just trying to do it. Everybody's doing it. There's no last strike guy, but they're still doing it down there. I think I saw Matt Lundgren running the show. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Potters lead 8-5. Bruno gets set. Here it is. That's in the dirt for a ball, 2-2. Now that's what you got to do, though. When the last strike guy does his thing, you got to keep it going. You got to keep it going. Keep the momentum going. I know at home people are probably doing it right in front of their TV or something. I just say, hey, last strike guy. The original last strike guy was here tonight. I don't know if he was going to work. Oh, he's probably out doing other stuff. Okay, understood. He's a very busy guy. 2-2 pitch coming up from Bruno. Fast flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. We have no post game, but if we did, we got to say the player of the game, Mr. Alex Johnson, a double, a home run. He drove in 4 runs for the Potters tonight as the Potters finish this one off. They get the win 8-5. We'll be back again on Sunday at 6:35. It's fireworks time now for the Potters. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time on the Stones Radio Networks.